Forgot to hit go live. There we go. That's what's happening. Thank you, Leia. Were you live on Twitch? Yeah, I've been live on Twitch this entire time. You know, I'm just a silly guy, guys. You know. Hat member. YouTube stream is live now, my bad. Alright, so anyway. So yeah, so we're going to be kind of critiquing things based off of A, how creative it is, because obviously that's important. B, the cost is a little bit of a factor. Some of these runs can only have been done by having like very specific eidolons of characters. And I do want to reward that a little bit. Because you're actually being creative and using a character to their maximum potential in a stupid-ass way, so I do like that. But if it's just like an E6 Dahlia for no damn reason, that is definitely not impressive.
Yeah, there comes a point where cost just becomes too much.
Yep. And then the last thing was also just the clear time. So like a slower clear is a little less impressive, but if you're doing a slower clear with actually like a dumbass team and it works, then that's impressive. Like that's better than like a 0 cycle with 8 cost or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so that's kind of how we're gonna grade off of this. I will be trying to do a little poll on the chat for you guys and all that. But yeah, we've got 37 entries. It was 35 initially, and then 2 people submitted at the last minute. I looked at them, I laughed, I put them in the contest. I am, in fact, a very simple man. I feel like you have E6 Dahlia, you don't need to win anyway. Yeah, honestly, not wrong. Alright, we feeling good? Everybody ready? Everybody feeling decent? Alright.
Let the pain commence, I suppose.
Yeah, literally. Oh yeah, by the way, everybody, can everybody hear Anarchy okay? Is the volume okay, or do I need to raise it? Let's see. What is the title at the bottom? Lobotomized Ashvale and Fei Shao? I can hear British. Feels a little bit. You didn't have to phrase it like that, but okay. Alright, sounds good then. So, we got our first entry here. It is... I kind of tried to categorize them a little bit. So these are the DHPT entries, and then there's one DHPT entry down here.
Let's cook.
This is gonna... I hope you're ready for a lot of DHPT. And that's with me cutting out about 4 DHPT entries.
I never use him, so this will be a nice treat for me.
Do you not use DHPT at all?
Not really. I would use him with Fine On, but I tend to run to Stainless.
That does make a lot of sense, honestly. Okay, that is completely valid. Alright, there we go. Alright, we're also going to be watching these at 2x speed. I would like this stream to end before midnight, so, you know. It's a little important. So, we got Don Hung PT, Sunday, RMC, and Tingyun on this team. And somehow, this is gonna 40k clear Pure Fiction 3. YouTube people still cannot see. Hold on. What do you mean? What? The YouTube stream looks fine on my end. That's a lie. God damn it, you fucking motherfucker.
Bait.
I literally got baited. Piper. Alright.
I'm quite surprised we're already at second wave.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, is like, this is going surprisingly well.
I like the strat of just as much energy into...
Yeah, it's like they brought out the Sunday and the tingyun. Okay, I will say, quite a few of these runs utilize tingyun, and I'm very happy about that.
There would be no bias there whatsoever.
No. Of course there's no bias. There's there's never been any bias. Of course not. Of course not. There we go.
My purpose is to protect.
Now you all in chat can actually hear. I will say the audio's not really that important, but at least you can hear. Also, this is already third wave.
Yeah, and in one pure fiction cycle.
Yep. That dragon did 600k, by the way. That did 800k.
My strength isn't what it was.
This is crazy.
That is like a genuinely so impressive amount of damage. Oh my goodness.
He's kind of aura farming, I can't lie, with the Sunday Halo.
A little bit, honestly.
Style point.
I love that whenever you give a character Sunday buff, they get a Halo. It's like... At first I was like, it's just, it's just an okay feature. I didn't really... like, obviously it's not important to anything, but it just makes everybody look so much cooler. And on certain characters, oh my god, it looks incredible.
It makes certain characters also look a lot like... Finon is a really good example. It just melds with its design.
Right? The Finon with the Halo is probably my favorite one. It looks so good on him.
Him or Sirene, to the shock of no one, but...
I've never looked at Sirene with the Halo.
It's very pretty.
I need to go. I need to go quickly throw a MOC run so I can look at that. Hold up. This is essential.
Critical information is being discussed.
About to end stream by just pulling up the game so I can see Sirene with Halo.
My strength isn't what it was.
I've had worse endings to stream. Also, this is gonna clear with one cycle left. Yeah, that kills. Almost 1 million, by the way.
That was crazy how little time that took relative for what it was in game.
Honestly, pretty good. And I think they had DDD on Tingyun as well to make it go a bit faster. So now
this isn't even SIG. Hello?
Yeah, no, that's no SIG. Oh my god, I forgot. Too many people showed the relics. So it's not even E1. Yeah, we got DDD Tingyun. Then we go over to Sunday, and it's also Sunday on DDD. I don't think this is E1 Sunday either. This is just a 2-cost run. That is pretty good. And again, especially... They cleared that 100% with a cycle still. With just 2 cost.
Yeah, and slightly scuffed RMC traces.
What the hell is this? What is this? They just maxed out the mem stuff and that's it.
That's, kind of the only ones that matter, but even still.
To be fair, my RMC traces are not maxed either. I can't even say nothing. But they're higher than this! What the hell?
Damn.
So wait, this is a 2-cost run? Yeah, that's a 2-cost run, so... yeah. I'm pretty impressed by this, so... What score are we thinking of giving this?
I mean, for me, I think 8. Just because we've got the 2 DDDs, which is still the most broken 4-star cone, but probably is essential. But I like the fact it's 2 cost, and I like I can see the vision.
Yeah.
Would be where I land.
Honestly, that's fair. I'm gonna quickly... Hold on. Okay, there we go. Okay. I cannot do a proper poll to go actually 1 through 10. So we're just gonna live with that. Everybody in chat, start shouting out what you think the score is. In the meantime, I don't know. I'm pretty impressed by it. I think it was unique. It was low cost. It cleared pretty efficiently. I think... I think I'm gonna go with, like, a 7. No, actually, that feels kind of rude. I'll do a 7.5.
I was gonna say, can we do half scores?
Yeah, we can do half scores. I think 7.5
Okay, cool.
is more appropriate. That was honestly pretty decent. So 8, and then I said 7.5. And then... yeah, overall chat is feeling an 8. So, I will give that an 8. Damn, that feels like a really high score to start with.
Maybe we're less fatigued, so we're gonna start being nice. No pressure to the end. People at the end.
We'll start out nice, and then our soul will slowly break near the end. That's just the way of the world at this point. Doing these contests really takes it out of you. So hey, quick warning on that. Have fun.
No pressure, right?
Yeah. You'll only be begging for the sweet release of death after like 1 hour. Maybe 2. Be all good.
Right.
Anyway.
What did I sign up for?
Exactly what you saw. How long do you anticipate this will take? A while. A while. Alright. So, next up, we've got another DHPT entry. I would like to say, this is the only DHPT entry that did not use Sunday.
That's kind of crazy.
Out of even all the ones that I cut out of this, I'm pretty sure every other DHPT entry did in fact use Sunday. Don't be influenced by the sidebar. Don't look at them. Don't look at them.
Never.
Yeah, so that's the other fun thing. Somebody just pointed it out in chat. Ceredra is literally a polar bear in Arlington, Texas right now. Ceredra does not contribute at all.
Someone please address the elephant.
Ceredra is there to give a slight attack boost and a res pen boost. That's it.
This has been in sync. We can do it. To the defeated, your downfall is absolute. It's my flowers.
Honestly, like, I'm trying to think if there was any other character that could have done more than Ceredra. And there's a few, but this is just way funnier.
My strength isn't what it was.
Yeah, I don't know who you would pick.
It's like, you could have, I mean, you could have done Sunday, you could have done Tingyun. You probably could have done a lot of other characters now that I think about it. But Ceredra is there to help with Sirene ult charge. And is there to contribute, like, half the damage of DHPT, and I find that hilarious.
Yeah, it makes sense. I probably would never have said to see Ceredra in this contest.
Exactly, because it's not even, like, the skill doesn't even do fucking anything. You can't double skill on DHPT.
I guess that he permanently keeps up the prop, right? The, peerage? I can't remember what it's called in Enhanced.
Yeah, no, the peerage is never... that shit is never going back down again. And it's so funny. It's like... Somebody said you get 20 flat speed from Ceredra. You see, that's not wrong. The problem is that any character with DDD would have been more efficient.
Play into the Proto Seraph, though.
My purpose is to protect.
Oh, this is a silly run. It's going pretty well so far, too.
Yeah, like one cycle.
I was gonna say, it's going pretty well so far, and also, Dan Hung is doing a lot.
Yeah, 5k attack with nearly 100% crit rate.
140,000 on ult. Oh my god, Buble, Jesus. And then that kills... oh, barely not.
My strength isn't what it was.
I appreciate letting
Ah.
DHPT kill.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. That was very nearly a one cycle.
It's very nearly a one cycle. So let's go over to the build real quick. Why the hell's Lingshaw here? Okay, there we go. So we got DHPT, Sig, E1. That does matter. The E1 is very helpful here. And okay, so here's a fun one I saw. So we have Ceredra E1. Does that actually contribute anything for this? Genuine question. Hold on.
I think it gives. Doesn't it give? It gives death down, doesn't it?
Yeah, it gives Def
Should-
Shred. I need to... Is it on the character in general? Okay, it's when dealing damage. Okay. When dealing skill damage. Okay. So, this really contributes fucking jack
Yeah.
shit. That's so much funnier. That is so much funnier. Oh, man. Okay, so, again, this was the only entry to not use Sunday, because Leia found out that if you do the Sirene buff onto DHPT, it auto-advances the dragon, or it does another instance of the dragon.
I genuinely didn't know that.
Yeah,
So
insane, by the way, never knew that.
yeah, Sirene main had no idea that worked.
I mean, to be fair, who the hell would do this? There's no world where there's any team where you are going to look at the team and go, yeah, I need to boost DHPT. Like, that's not a thing. And that's why I'm impressed with it, is that this is obscure-ass game knowledge, and it got a whole team based around it. The cost is a little higher, but also we just had Ceredra for some damn reason, which makes it funny.
I as well, I think the Ceredra E1 is kind of doing effectively nothing, which is boosting the cost, but it's not probably boosting the performance of the team too much.
Yeah, no, it's like... And especially, it could have been E1 Tribby, which would have actually just been like a massive difference. Like, that probably would have gotten close to zero cycle. So the fact that we got Ceredra as the driver for Sirene is honestly pretty funny.
Yeah, Ceredra is almost like dead weight here, so it was kind of between the first three, and then Sirene and RMC were kind of just literally there. They didn't do too much damage, it was all on Dunhung.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing, is that when RMC and Sirene are on a team, you basically get 2 guaranteed sub DPS while also having good supports. They really did not do most of the damage. They really didn't.
Yeah, I can't lie, I'm pretty impressed. Just the elite ball knowledge.
Elite ball knowledge, that is the way to put it. Absolutely. I think... I don't want to be too generous, but also I'm impressed with it. I think I'm going to give it like an 8.5.
I agree. I think that's completely fair.
Okay, so we got double 8.5, and then chat, everybody starts spamming your scores. What do we think? And I'll take the average. An 8.1. We are not doing 0.1s in this household. We are not doing 0.1s in this household. 7.9. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of 8. It's better than the last DHPT clear. That's fair. Yeah, okay. It seems like everybody's kind of in the realm of like 8 to 8.5. I think I see more 8, so we will give that an 8. Alright, pretty good score. Oh, also chats, whenever we get to the end of this, we'll review the top 3 or 5 entries to see what we want to go with as the winners. All right. So this one's a bit crazy.
I can't help but notice something is missing.
This is genuinely E0S1 dhpt E0S1 Sunday managing to clear Kafka.
A day of peace. No need to hesitate. Mountains move. Dragon flies.
The crazy thing is, I think this clears in like 6 or 5 cycles.
Ready as before. This mortal will watch over you and guide you on your path.
This is hello.
My purpose. Dragons.
Like, I don't know what else to say. I've got it on double speed so we can watch, but it's taken 1 cycle to get rid of these guys so far. Also, that lack of energy on DHPT is so sad.
Yeah, literally a hair away.
My purpose.
I will say, we're taking a little bit on this guy, which is very unfortunate.
It probably is worse to fight than Kafka anyway.
I genuinely think so.
These guys are evil.
Okay, I think I got the cycle count wrong, because this is taking a little bit here. Oh my god, look at his health.
That's just pure pain.
Actually.
Will watch over you and guide you on your path.
Okay.
How does that feel? See you later.
No consequence. I'll overcome the thorn. Ready as before.
This is even worse, because the moment you get DHPT taken over, you're literally attacking your only support. That's actually so funny.
Oh yeah, because of course Kafka has the takeover.
Yeah, the control thing.
Soaring above the lands. This is permanence. I need it to be better.
It's a... Yeah, go up.
I was gonna say, I'm just looking at the HP stats, and
Zoning out.
it's quite,
Help. Watch your feet.
they're almost the same, like, through the sides, so
Soaring above the lands. This is permanence.
it's kind of crazy this is still only 2 characters.
Yeah, this, again, for 2 characters, this is going significantly better than I thought it would.
See you later.
It's like, memory
Yeah.
turbulence is contributing a lot to this, but
Something for everybody.
this is still 2 characters, and they are managing to abuse memory turbulence.
Ready as before.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy that this is even like viable. Like how we're actually still here.
Dragons. Soaring above the lands.
Like, this is the power of new characters. I genuinely cannot believe what I'm seeing.
My strength is in
Maybe Sunday isn't as much of a fraud as initially thought.
soaring above the lands.
Sunday is so back, chat. That cleared in 6 cycles.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
That is actually insane. Like, what do you even say about this?
I kind of want to know how long that took in terms of like mental bandwidth to get the right like things to go well.
Like, if you did not get hit enough there, that clear is definitely taking even longer, is the crazy thing.
Yeah, if that I'm genuinely quite impressed. I think I think that's crazy. 6 cycles is also nothing relative to that team comp.
Yeah, for not even using all of the team slots, that scores at least an 8.
Yeah. What were the investments for the both of them again?
Literally just E0S1 on both. Yep.
I was expecting an E1 my head. I know you said it.
Yep, just E0S1 on both.
And we're on was that Keel for the plain alpha Sunday instead
It
of
is.
Lushaka?
Oh, if you had Lushaka, wait!
I kind of feel like that's got to be a little like something to add on top as well. Like no Lushaka there is such a like nerf.
Hold on, I want to actually look at DHPT's build now. Like, was this adapted to be a DPS build? Nope, it's still on the normal sets.
That is diabolical.
You could have made DHPT do so much more damage.
That is actually crazy. Hello.
So we got 6 cycles while kind of throwing.
That's got to be a 9 at least.
That's
At
really
least.
impressive.
Unoptimal build, like unoptimal DHPT DPS build, unoptimal planards for Sunday. Like that is insane.
Literally just this could have been optimized so much more is the funny thing. All right, chat, I want to see what you guys think. Start spamming the scores. What do we think of this one? I'm very curious to see. I feel like somebody's gonna see this shit and be like, 6 because you didn't change the relics.
That just makes it better.
That is really funny. The one thing is that memory turbulence also contributed a lot of damage. That was the one thing, is that, like, I feel like from the other 2 DHPT clears, DHPT obviously did way more damage. But it's 2 damn characters, and they took 6 cycles. That's crazy.
Yeah, the lack of 2 extra supports there, I think. I mean, kind of from the previous run, it arguably was like Ceredra was kind of half a support in that context, but
Half a support compared to no extra support is a little interesting.
yeah, she does stuff, so kinda.
DHPT cleared with the power of Yowie. Let's give it up for Yowie, chat. Alright, anyway. Okay, I'm seeing I think it's a 9 across the board for chat. I'm gonna give it an 8.5. I think that's what I'm gonna go with. So, this is ancient. So that's 9. Wait, there we go. 9 and 9. This is already so much higher scores than the last time we did this. There's gonna be so many similar scores. Fuck me, man. I feel like I need to be harsher, but these are really good runs. Alright, next up. Okay, so I think, yeah, this person did 2 runs, which was not necessary, unfortunately. So we're gonna skip to this run. This is the one that I considered as part of the contest. So this is Japard, Yukong, Yaogwang, and Tingyun. I don't know what this team really even is. Oh, I forgot. This person did also do commentary. I appreciate you for doing commentary. I will not be listening to the commentary. I'm so sorry. Damn.
200k, hello?
Yeah, I was gonna say 200k on the Yaogwang. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. I think this ended up being pretty low cycle count. Is this the paper cut damage team? Oh, we have a few of those today.
The worst type of team.
Yeah, we're gonna see death by 1,000 cuts a few times today. I'm just warning you right now.
Everyone loves a good paper cut, surely.
Yeah, totally. The thing with this team is that, I will say, because of the way that MOC is right now, like, you kind of just always get the little elation skills.
Yeah, I think this is 4.0 MOC, isn't it? So it's got the turbulence buff for it as well.
Yeah, exactly. So people who used Yao Guang definitely had a little bit of an advantage, but this is still clearing with Japard for some damn reason. And then Yukong and Tingyun. I haven't seen these two in content together in the entire time that I have played Star Rail, because I started a little after launch.
The only time I ever see these two together is in PvP tournaments, and it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, if that's the only time you're seeing them, that really says something, doesn't it? So 26 cycles, and I think they started with 28? Yeah, so that was a 2-cycle clear. And then, let's go over to Yao Guang. I think that, yeah, this is E0 Yao Guang.
Yeah, I mean, the cone is so necessary for those energy rotations.
And that's why we have Tingyun in there to try and keep this up.
Yeah, Japard is just there to exist. He ain't doing anything.
Japard is literally just there. He exists, and that's about it.
Yeah. I think as well for Yukong, her buffs are so limited that there is a level of skill and knowledge on how to apply those properly at the right time to get the most out of the buffs.
Yeah, it's like, so hold on, let's take a look here. So the Yukong buff is active right now. And then it manages to go off for Yao Guang, so that the elation skill, or that her own damage can benefit a little bit.
Yeah, it's like double dipping there on because you've also got the elation skill and her basic, which is good timing.
Exactly, because nobody else is benefiting off of this goddamn buffs from Yukong. I know Japard ain't doing nothing with it, so honestly, it's not bad at all. Do either of you know the underlying theme for the team? No.
Yeah, no.
I just see two hot Foxians, Japard and Yao Guang. I'm a simple man. Fine on IDs Olizier, thank you for following. What the fuck?
Yo!
I ranked your trailer as the best in the game the other day. Shoutouts. Alright, anyway. So what do we think the score is? Chat, you can start spamming while me and Anarchy decide on ours. It's pretty good. And I will say, we have a few other Yao Guang clears coming up and a few other Yukong clears coming up.
I think as well, this being the 4.0 one, she is slightly, well, she's designed for the turbulence buff as well with the 5-punch line, which is obviously contributing and the true damage.
It's definitely helping her a lot, yeah. There wasn't as much reliance on memory turbulence, but this is overall still pretty decent. And again, one cost character is always pretty nice. I'm thinking like a 7.5.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
So pack is 7.5, 7.5, and I think chat has decided on a 7. That is the most consistent number I've seen. So, once again, not a bad score at all. Pretty good. Alright, so now we got another Yukong clear. This one is in fact DPS Yukong, though. So it's Yukong, Tingyun, RMC, and then Welt. I will say, this is in fact E4 Welt, which does matter a little bit, because that man is broken.
Yeah, saying broken feels like an understatement. How this man was released in such a way.
Yeah, the fact that this made it out of beta, that he gets, what is it, 30% all-type res, that's fucked.
Yeah, they were having some interesting thoughts when designing this.
And then they started making more content that was hard to do sustainless, so you can't. It's even harder to take advantage of his fucking sustained playstyle. Like, fuck these people. Why can't we have fun?
You're not allowed nice things, and if you want,
Literally, what the hell? I will say, they made it so that Welt is doing as much damage or less damage than Yokong, which I do think is pretty important.
He is such a monster that I kind of don't think you can contain him probably as much as you would need to.
Yeah, it's like, to be fair, on the full AoE boss, 5 targets, his ult did 41k. Yokong just did 252,000.
Hello?
It's a little different. And then Welt did more there because of Yukong's buffs were active. I can't.
With the imprisonment as well.
This is going pretty well too. So we're just now hitting 2 cycles. And then Yukong kills here? Oh my god.
The curse of 1%.
Yep. I still don't know if they purposely let Welt get hit there so that Yukong would get hit to get her ult up, or if they just didn't do the Welt ult fast enough.
I feel like this boss is such an RNG check on what debuffs they decide to give you on attack that you can't really plan it.
Yeah, it's like, you can try your best to game plan, but if you just don't get the energy one to put energy on your character, you're kind of fucked. Like, just politely. So then, big RMC buff. How much is this gonna do? Oh, that's 17. Yeah, this kills. This definitely kills. That is 258,000. And it took 3 cycles.
Yeah, main star 4-star DPS. That is impressive.
Yep. And it's like, okay, again, technically it says 0 cost. We are not discounting E4 Welt. That is a little crazy, but
Let's go to count. We can call it 1. I think the 1 is fair.
yeah, it's definitely at least some, but like, Turbulence didn't contribute as much to this one. Those Yukong ults were impressively strong, and a 3 cost clear on an AoE boss, honestly not bad.
Also, like, an evil boss. Like, I mean, personally, I can't stand that boss, especially in, like, higher level content, so
Yeah.
it's just so...
No, I agree. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, it's just so... There's so much RNG that you have to play around with that it kind of makes it more difficult, but I don't think it should factor in necessarily in terms of scoring.
Yeah, it's like, it's funny, because this boss has become one of the most memed in the entire game, I feel, despite being a massive pain in the ass still. Because I remember when this boss came out, this was like my least favorite boss for a while. I couldn't touch this thing. Because I owned no good AoE characters I could use.
You at the time, I'm pretty sure it was Rapper or Good Luck.
Yep. And then the Herda came out and I didn't get the Herda and I'm like, fuck. Fuck.
Retrospectively, that worked out quite well, but...
Yeah, it's like, at the very least, Aglaya could still handle TVs decently well. I'm still not gonna say it was fun, but Aglaya could handle them at least.
The energy-based character with the energy debuffing boss. It's crazy.
Yeah. It's fine, it worked out. I'm a little torn on where to put this. This was pretty good. I
think 7.5, Welt is such a monster that you, like, especially with his debuffs now and how much more they push the enemy down. And this boss is obviously AoE and it all counts as 1 health bar, so it's constantly pushing.
Yeah, that's a very fair point. I think I'm going to give it 7.5 as well. And then chat, what are we feeling? I'm seeing a lot of 7s. 7, 7, 8. Yeah, okay, it's even like a strong 7 here. Also, yes, for all of you who have not built your welts, please go build your welt. He is one of the best characters in the game right now for every piece of content currently. And if you have E4 welt, you have the best sustainless option in the entire game.
I regret taking him off of my lost pool.
Yep! I kept him on because I love the man, and it paid off! I mean, I only have E2, but it works.
Yeah, mine is E2, like S4 or something.
E2 S4, oh god!
I lose to that cone all the time.
I've never lost to a Bailu cone, I don't think. I do not own it.
You can have one of mine.
How many do you have?
3?
Oh god!
I need to check now.
Alright, while you check that, let me see. I think, was there any other Yukon clears? No, that was it for the Yukon clears. Okay, so now, we had a few Wolfie clears. We kind of had to cut them down a little bit. So we decided on this clear of Silverwolf DPS MOC 10. Also, I put your name instead of the person whose run this was. There we go. Alright. Okay, so Silverwolf DPS MOC 10. So it's once again on TVs. We got Silverwolf, Sparkle, Pela, and RMC. I think I have E4 well. Get on that, build that, hurry, hurry, go, go, go.
Oh, I have 4 Bailu light cones. I was a liar.
4 Bailu light cones? Jesus. Now the real question is how many Yanqing cones do you have?
Hand on heart, I do not own it.
You don't own a Yanqing cone?
No, I'm missing 3 of the standard cones. I'm missing Himiko, Yanqing, and someone else's.
Oh, I don't own a Himiko cone either, I don't think.
Oh, no, I'm a liar. It's just those 2.
Okay, okay. Also, by the way, I would like to say, Mem managed to clear out the end of a wave on their own. That's crazy.
That million old from Soul.
Right?
Hello?
The funny thing about doing, the funny thing about TVs is people like doing DPS Pela against this boss.
Mm.
And the thing is, though, is that Pela is a less cost. However, if you have Silverwolf right now, Silverwolf is just as much of a demon against this boss. Their health went from 85 to 22. Hold on, just look at it real quick. Watch it. What the fuck? And it barely doesn't zero cycle.
That's pretty crazy, especially if this is like a low, like before Ritu's of Wolf.
So we've got Silverwolf with Acheron Cone. Oh, I hit the wrong button. My apologies. And it is E0 Silverwolf. We've got Sparkle, and that's it. The rest of these characters cannot really have cost.
So was Sparkle? Sorry, I didn't see. Was Sparkle E0?
Sparkle was E0. Silverwolf was E0.
Okay, yeah, I'm really impressed.
What's the Silverwolf build? It is 4-piece Quantum with Izumo. Then I'll pull up the stats in a second. 80% crit rate, 181 crit damage.
With Acheron Cone and attack. I'm assuming that's attack boots.
That's gotta be attack boots, yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if speed boots would have technically been more efficient, but when you have RMC for the 100% action advance and you have Sparkle as well, who's probably hyperspeed, it does make sense to not have it.
Yeah, I think that makes more sense in this team comp.
Yeah, exactly.
That was the 1 million nuke and
right.
it's like 900k or whatever it was. That's pretty good.
Kinda crazy. We have had like a few. We're gonna have a few different clears on TVs because people found a lot of ways to abuse them with some of these characters. So 1 cycle, 2 cost. Honestly, pretty good. I am pretty impressed by this. I wonder how much more effort it would have been to try and get the 0 cycle. Like, I wonder if it was possible.
It surely must have been.
Oh, this is 3 cost.
Yeah.
My apologies. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
What is... I need to see what Acheron Cone does, because off the top of my head, I can't remember.
36% crit damage, and then Mirage Fizzle, which I believe increases damage taken.
Because there's so much Death Shred on this team.
Oh, yeah.
That's got to be a big factor.
It's like, it's 56 from Pela if their Pearls is maxed. So that's 56 relatively from Pela. That is... What is it from Silverwolf? Like 45% Death Shred? So that's basically already 100. And then you get an all-type res on Silverwolf.
Mm-hmm.
And then...
Yeah, and then pairing that with the Acheron Cone, you said, 24% damage taken and extra damage on ult.
Yeah. This is like...
another 24.
This is probably in the realm of like... Because over 100 Death Shred gets way higher. This is probably in the realm of like 130% additional damage taken with all the buffs up.
Yeah, and Quantum having its the Death Shred on top.
Oh, you're right. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. And it's interesting that they combine the 2 debuffers who people do on this boss, Pela and Silverwolf, to rip it apart even harder.
I'd be interested to see what like chat says. Because I'm kind of conflicted. I don't know where to put it.
Yeah, so chat, why don't you all share your opinions now? I'm seeing a few different numbers. I'm kind of in the realm of like either an 8 or an 8.5. That's kind of where I'm at.
It's exactly where I am, and I'm not 100% sure where I put it.
Yeah. Yeah, chat's also struggling because it's between 8 and 8.5 for almost all of them. Okay, it's seeming like we're closer to an 8. That's kind of where chat's lying.
The fact that it was...
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, the fact that it was basically a 0 cycle as well.
Yeah, it's like, it was basically a 0. They had 17% health left. I feel like if you got hit by one of the energy bots one more time, like if we had a 1 luckier rotation, that could have been a 0. That's so unfortunate. I think I'm gonna give it... I think I'm gonna give it an 8.
Yeah, I agree. I think 8 is fair.
And then chat, you guys have seemingly given it an 8 relatively, so alright, we're gonna stick with that. So pretty good score once again. God, checking this later is gonna be a nightmare. Alright, this is one of the more interesting runs we've had across both competitions. Its efficiency was decent, but like, just in terms of a concept. So we have 4 cost Hyacin. So this is E2 S1 Hyacin. They did Hyacin with Asta, Hanya, Tingyun. These 2 are meant to buff Hyacin's speed as high as humanly possible, and Tingyun is there to DDD. I believe what they said was in combat, the Hyacin hit about 400 plus speed.
I didn't even know that was possible.
Neither did I! But... And then also DDD on Asta.
Also, that Asta doesn't have her A3 trace unlocked, so she's not even fully built.
Wait, that's a good point.
I don't know what it does, but it's
Also, wait, the traces aren't
Oh.
max. You could have had more speed.
yeah, the
Oh my god. Hold on, they put it in chat. This reaches 430 speed, but it could have reached 436.
it's crazy.
And I believe every single character has DDD. Hold on, is this all S5? Okay, that's an S5 DDD. That's an S4 DDD. And Tingyun. Oh, Tingyun's on meshing cogs.
Cogs.
Yeah, for more energy regen. Oh my god.
This is kind of going to be a cook. I can feel it coming.
Yep, and this is going to be in pure fiction. So let's watch this. So right now, this is just the setup phase, which is terrifying in and of itself.
So hit 120k with like no buffs.
Yep. So now we got speed up. 164, pretty good. The crazy thing is, the funniest part about this, Hanya gives attack buffs for the most part. 205,000 there. I think that might be the highest we see. Maybe. Because, yeah, Hanya mainly gives attack and speed, and then the character hit with Hanya's skill takes increased damage.
I need to refresh myself on Tingyun quickly.
Take your time, take your time. Tingyun does give damage percent at least. Like, some damage percent.
Yeah, I thought she did. I just wanted to double check.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But that's the crazy thing, is that these are all attack scaling supports when Hyacin is literally an HP scaling character.
Yeah.
283,000, by the way. Almost 300k. And that was 500k.
Also, I feel like Hanya is kind of an underutilized 4-star. I don't see that many players with her.
Oh, yeah, I yell about Hanya all the time. I think this is one of the most disrespected character in Star Rail. Okay, so this is what they show in the run. 430 speed!
Hello? what am I looking at?
This is a base, like, look at the base speed on Hyacin right now. Plus 320, dog.
How is this not currency wars?
How is this not currency wars? We do have a few Hanya clears coming up, and I'm really excited about those. I quite like Hanya. 556,000, by the way. Just so we're on the same, you know, just so we're caught up here. 556,000.
Yeah, from a sustain.
Yep. They literally just gave Hyacin crack cocaine and said go get him, and it's working incredibly. Like, I am shocked by what I'm seeing here. That's like the lowest damage they've hit in 5 skills.
Hyacin was such a mistake.
Hyacin is the mistake of Star Rail, but goddamn, it is paying dividends right now.
Yeah, the investment was well invested.
Right? This E2 Hyacin is actually working for you in a great context and not getting you bullied. Well done.
Insane.
From the makers of Cocaine Bear comes Cocaine Ika. So real. And it's like,
I don't know if there's enough of that to make Ika happy.
they're gonna run out of Big Macs, we move to cocaine, we're gonna run out of cocaine for Ika. Goddamn.
Probably just as good for you, to be fair.
Nah, I think cocaine's probably better for you.
I can't argue with that.
Yeah, yep. Does this actually clear from here?
I'd be shocked if it didn't, I'll be honest.
It's like 65% left. This is the last cycle. We're on 51% here at least. I'll be back in 3 hours. You'll probably still be here. That's rude, but you're right.
Damn.
Wow. 35%. This is really close.
You hit that million, which is insane.
Like, this is actually crazy. It's close. Even more speed. 30%. 15%.
Effectively 1.2 million.
13% left. And then Asta gets another freaking ult!
Into the, yeah, and just pushing her up into the cycle again.
And then one more hit. There you go. Unbelievable.
Yeah, that was crazy.
There was one hyasin action left too. That is unbelievable. So once again, for cost. So, you know, it's a little higher than some of the other ones we've seen. But this is one of those cases where I feel like the cost does, in fact, add to the run. Because you get 30% speed from Hyacin's E2, which for a 200 speed character is 60 additional, which is what gets them to 400 speed.
Yeah, and I mean, the cost, the cost is high, and obviously with the HP scaling from the E1, I don't think it's adding significantly more damage to her. Her HP scaling isn't that high in terms of her attack. I'm pretty sure it's mostly speed, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a little wacky here, but it's percent based off of base speed. Okay, that's a fair point. You're right. I mean, still, 30 speed is still really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's crazy. It's like, I like it a lot, and I do think it's really, really unique.
Yeah, I love the triple 4-star and the underrepresented hanya usage. I think this is a solid 9.
I agree. I think this is a 9 for sure.
Because as well, again, Asta, there was more speed on the table for Asta because of her underleveled traces.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing. It could have been even faster. Would 6 speed have done a lot for you? Probably not. Would it have been even more impressive? Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, chat. What do we think? Start spamming out your numbers. Let's hear it. I'm very curious to see what everybody thinks. Did you keep my clear in? Yes, your clear is in fact in the list. 9, 9, 11 out of 10. Okay, you're the person who made the damn clear.
There's no bias there whatsoever.
9, 9, 8.5, 8. Yeah, okay, I think this is a 9 across the board. Alright, not bad. Oh my god, there is a lot of very high scores right now.
Yeah, Leia also agrees on the 9. Talking about Sana's glazing your hyasin. And they were correct. I gotta hand it to them.
Sana doesn't glaze hyasin for nothing. You're absolutely right. Alright. Next up is a Ceredra clear. It's a Ceredra MOC 10-0 cycle.
I have trauma from Artia's clear the other day on account reviews.
Yeah, I will say, Artia has kind of destroyed my perception of Ceredra, so this is a bit hard, admittedly. Why is this in slow motion? Okay, also, this was one of 2 entries, I believe, to not be done in 2x speed, which shocked me.
I didn't realize that people don't play in 2x speed unless they're like aura farming.
Yep, so we're gonna speed this up a little bit more.
You're welcome. All the best.
Don't panic. I'm still here. Trust me.
It's crazy, it still feels slow somehow. It's funny, it's like, they have Tribby on the team who's kind of also contributing a fair amount of damage. RMC isn't doing nearly as much as I would see them usually do, but that Ceredra basic is doing a decent amount.
Yeah, and as the previous Ceredra player, she can't take advantage of her own skill.
Yeah, that's the problem, is that, like, you're losing a little bit of the kit,
Is this how it feels in sync?
but this is pretty good so far. RMC is also very much coming in clutch right now.
To the defeated. Oblivion.
Yeah, that enhanced basic.
This is gonna do crazy. Yeah, 600k.
Yeah, that's insane.
Watch my moves closely.
And then we've got the support on Tribby, which is interesting.
Yeah, I was just wondering.
It's funny, it's like, I almost figured you would have wanted to do that earlier because you want Ceredra to move more often.
Let's be friends, shall we?
And Tribby doesn't move as much, so it's like you would have kept the buff on Tribby for longer.
I wonder if it's as a result, though, of the follow-up being more consistent than Ceredra.
Probably? Hold on, I want to see what RMC does. 180,000 for RMC, by the way.
To the victor. The throne. In the name of law, I declare your downfall is absolute.
Pretty good ult. Not having that true damage literally took off a whole 100k.
The Tingyun... Okay, yeah, that makes sense for the energy.
It's like... That was a crazy one.
If the world was all black or white, it would lose its charm. 1,000 wonders to raise your spirit. Good
So
omens.
then... Yeah, that makes sense. Then we got the Tribby moving up a little bit because of the DDD.
That energy would have been nice for Ceredra.
Yep, it went to RMC too, that's crazy.
1,000 wonders to raise your spirit.
We are so barely getting into the cycle here.
Is this a 0? Is this a 0?
It is a 0.
Okay, that's quite impressive.
That was kind of crazy. So now let's look at this real quick. So it's Ceredra. I think this is E0. Yep. So E0 Ceredra, and then E0 Tribby.
I feel like in this one, the damage is spread across the team more so, but Ceredra is definitely doing the bulk.
Yeah, that's the really interesting thing. The moment this was E1 Tribby would have been way less impressive. But it's like that. Okay, there's one distinction we had earlier. If you're doing E1 Tribby as the main DPS, that's kind of more interesting than having Tribby there to just contribute damage. The biggest thing is that Tribby and shockingly RMC did a lot this run.
Yeah, RMC wasn't also used in the conventional way where it's just constant on Ceredra. It was used tactically to make sure that the energy rotations weren't completely scuffed.
Exactly. That's also a very fair point. Is just in terms of the actual skill on the Zero cycle, very impressive. Because they knew when to do a lot of those advances. They knew how to get the energy that they needed, and it came in clutch right at the end. Got exactly what you needed for that Ceredra ult. I am pretty impressed. This was pretty good. I think I would have liked if Ceredra did a little bit more, but also I think Artia has kind of ruined my perception of Ceredra a little bit, so I need to try and keep that in mind.
Yeah, I think an 8, just on the basis that the damage was so spread out across the team, but I still think it was really impressive that 0 was hit, and there's so limited Eidolons here. Well, there's no limited Eidolons.
Yeah, no limited Eidolons. I think I'm gonna give it... I think I'll give it an 8.5. I'll do a little higher. Chat, what are we thinking? 7.5. Damn.
Harsh.
8, 8.5, 9, 7.5. Okay. 8. Yeah, okay, I'm seeing a lot of 8s. We're gonna go with 8. Okay. Still a pretty good score. Wow. And again, very unique clear. This was very entertaining to watch.
Yeah, Layers raised a good point. How many point resets was that as well?
How many resets it took? Oh god, yeah. That I don't want to even think about that one. All right. Next up, we got DPS Asta on MOC 4.1 floor 10. So it's Asta dhpt ceredra sparkle. Pretty conventional what's it called? Pretty conventional DPS Asta team. So I want to see how it actually performs. Okay, let me lower the playback speed a little bit so we can actually process what the hell we're seeing. It actually didn't take too many resets. Wow, okay.
I'm quite surprised.
I am shocked by that. 200k from ceredra still. Oh my god.
Asta hitting 130k-ish was...
Wow. Double skill got about 450k combined. That's pretty nice.
That kind of crazy.
This kill? Yes, it does. This is crazy. Conventional DPS Asta. Okay, I realize what I said. My apologies. That is kind of crazy.
It's a conventional setup for a DPS, like the supports. I
Yeah.
guess that's what you meant. Did that say 200 speed on dhpt? Hello?
I think so, yes. Because remember, Asta gives like 50 in her freaking kit.
Of course.
Also, hold on. I want to see how much that did on Hule. 56 to 39. 158,000. Not bad. What's up, Dylan? Okay, lots of hits. If this can... This is probably going to one cycle. That is honestly really impressive. Man.
Who knew that Asta would be this good?
Right. Then we got... Okay, good starts. All the way down to 81% already.
It's a shame that that was so much wasted damage there, but there wasn't really much more they could do.
Yeah, it's like you had to try your best there, and it just did not kill. That's so unfortunate. Were there any Sampo clears? There was not, actually. Yay, not too much from DHPT. It is actually Asta doing most of the damage, which is really nice.
Yeah.
11%. Oh god. Okay, this does kill, thank god. That was a little close too. Is this
Yeah,
MSC
one
10 or
cycle.
11? That was 10. That was one cycle, yeah. Pretty good.
Did they...
Here,
Sorry,
hold
did
on.
they show the builds?
Here, it's at the end. Let me pull it up real quick. So, we got Asta. A lot of people made use of Poise to Bloom, which is honestly really smart. Because you know you're going to be running a second Harmony. I think this is E1, or not E1, E0 Sparkle? E0 Sparkle, DHPT with Cone. So we're at like 3 cost right now. And then ceredra. So 4 cost. 4 cost to 1 cycle on Hule. With DPS Asta.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I think that they're such strong supports. Their damage didn't contribute, but they gave so much. And the double skills were like the make or break.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I started eating a cookie. I need to keep my energy up for this.
I have been sipping on Lucasade energy the whole time. Don't worry.
Yeah, I gotta get my
I think
other bottle. Continue.
Yeah, I think this was pretty impressive, especially with it being Asta.
It's like
Just I was gonna say I never would have probably said that she could even do this, even with all these buffs.
It's like, it is MOC 10, but at the same time, you're clearing Hule in one cycle. With
a 1.04 star.
Yeah, with a 4-star. Like, what are we doing here? Genuinely. That is honestly really cool. I think I don't know. It's so hard to decide. This kind of shows how overpowered supports are in this game. But Asta did all of the work, honestly. I think I'm kind of in between like an 8 and 8.5 again. I think I'm leaning 8.5, but I can't really decide.
I think 8. I think the supports are so strong for like what they are, and it's like it's a conventional DPS support lineup, which obviously makes sense, but they are like arguably the strongest of their category.
Yeah, okay, I can see that. All right, I'll go with you on an 8. Chat, what are we thinking? How we feel? 8.5, 8, 8. Okay, 9. Ooh. 7.5, damn. Yeah, okay, that's another 8 from chat. Chat, what's the lowest you've rated something? 7. Okay, that's fair. That's very valid. I'm curious to see what'll happen when you guys see one you really like. Okay. I need to preface this one a little bit. The title. An astronomer, blasphemer, and a genius walk into a bar. This is Asta, Herta, Anexa, and Gallagher. What Miles did was they put Herta and Anexa on the same team with Asta, because those two will give buffs if they are on a 2 Erudition team. So Herta gives Asta 80% crit damage, and Anexa is giving Death Shred and a 50% damage boost.
Oh,
so instead of doing a normal support, they did Herta and Anexa.
Crazy. No, that's crazy. That's crazy.
So we're just gonna watch this for a little bit, and you'll see. Look at the damage from Herta and Anexa, by the way. So, on an AoE ult from Anexa hitting 4 targets, 31,000.
Chill.
That brick. The Anexa fans will come and kill me now.
Yup. Gallagher with that break, I think, does the most damage in this entire run. Like, this is crazy. I'm glad you liked the video about follow-up. Appreciate you. A 1.6k Herta skill. That's so funny. So I will say, Asta's not really doing a lot of damage. The biggest thing is Asta is moving a lot.
Ooh, I kind of really need Gallagher to get here.
So then we got 38,000 from Asta. This is one of the stupidest things I've ever seen. They aren't even using the Herta ult, by the way.
I mean, crazy.
Like, they could have used the Herta ult to do a little damage, and it still wouldn't even been that bad. No, they stuck to their guns. They use Anexas to get implant, and that's about it. The damage distribution is a little wacky, but overall, this is such a stupid concept for a team. And it's kind of working.
Yeah, the fact that it's even working from you have no support here other than the effects from Anaxa and Herta.
Yeah, literally. You have
Oh, the effective.
50% damage boost, 80% crit damage, and that's it.
Actually, shit. I think I did want to ask this go.
Insane.
It's
The thing is,
Go ahead.
the cycle buff as well isn't really doing that much damage either,
I
which
lied,
is
actually. It's not mine.
It's doing a little bit. It's doing a little bit. Also, we didn't skill on Asta that time. That's so unfortunate. It's like we have constant SP too, so. Oh my god. Yeah, the fucking MOC debuff isn't even doing that much.
yeah, we are herta maxing with this one.
We, like, this is crazy. And then again, we're not using the Herta ult or the Nexa ult. There we go. We're finally doing it.
This clears. We'll find out.
Just to break the swords, and that's it. And then it's straight back to basic attack.
I like that though. I like how it's been used tactically.
Exactly. It's a good point. They're actually just doing. They are playing around, waiting for the swords with those ults, and letting Asta do everything.
Absolute cinema.
Deciding what to do with a Nexa. And then the worst part is, it's so little damage that it takes a whole extra cycle.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I can hear.
5%, 4%, and then next one should kill.
You got the clear Asta.
Get him, Gallagher.
You got this.
Also purposely making sure Asta can clear once again.
8 seconds.
Yeah, that's bonus points for the Asta clear, right?
So then, I want to show the builds here. So again, we've got Asta. You know, of course. I don't think those traces were maxed again. God damn it. Sorry, hold on. Let me make sure to pause that at the right time. All right, let's take a look at a Nexa. That is a Nexa on a Remembrance Cone.
161 speed.
So that's the first thing. We have max speed Nexa with energy regen. Herta was on Good Night Sleep Well with 169 speed. And then Gallagher's on a normal build. They... Yeah, this is the best way to put it. They euthanized an Nexa. They euthanized both of them.
They took an Axe's other eye with that build.
Literally, they did. So, I just want to say, in terms of actual damage output, pretty fucking miserable. Pretty bad. Like, a Nexa, even lobotomized, did do a good chunk of damage, honestly. The cycle count was pretty high, but this concept is hilarious.
Yeah, this is what's swinging it for me, is that's such a good idea to use Herta and Anaxa to trigger their erudition effects for the whole team. That's crazy. Like, again, elite ball knowledge.
Literally, insane ball knowledge on this one. It's like, only because we probably could have done a bit more damage. Like, somewhere in there, we probably could have improved it a little bit more. I'm gonna probably put it as, like, I'm gonna give it a 9.
Yeah, I think they could have took the easy option and kept Herta and Anaxa on like some decent build, but they chose not to, so I completely agree. I think 9 is really fair. I love this.
This was very, very funny. All right, chat, what do we think of Miles's run? Damn it in chat, let me see. Wow, we're still feeling an 8 for this one, too? Wow. Okay. 6.5? You're getting executed. 9.5, 9.5, 8. Damn, okay. We're still at an 8.
Maybe we're easily impressed.
I think we are, but that's okay. I'd much rather be easily impressed in life. It makes things just way more fun. What the hell? Cookie, did you just send me a text? Or is this from yesterday? Okay. Interesting. Yeah, so it just sent me 3 texts. Oh, new phone. I love it here. Yeah, okay, so alright, so we're at roughly an 8. Damn, fair enough, chef, fair enough. Alright, next up. So this is the Yao Guang corner. We have quite a few Yao Guang clears to get through. So, first up is the dual Peacock DPS 0 cycle. It is Yao Guang and Avon with RMC and Tingyun.
The first Haven of the night as well. Sorry, I keep speaking to you.
No, I keep speaking over you. We're working on our synergy here. It's okay. We're working on it.
We're getting there slowly but surely. The entire thing is scuffed. We're all last minute.
Exactly. Are there any more Ceredra clears to get through today? I don't remember off the top of my head anymore. So Yao Guang does a lot here. Like, Yao Guang is definitely the main damager compared to Aventurine. Getting the damage boost up, we're getting energy. This kill? Also, I remember, I was shocked by this when watching this initially. I'm like, why did we not book? And then somebody reminded me the book stacks, and I'm like, oh, wait. That does, in fact, make a lot of sense.
Wow, that hit hard.
Yeah, double Yao Guang elation skill got them to 59% health. That's crazy.
That first one was about what she does in my elation team. So, I'm quite impressed.
This is what, you know, it's telling you to get Tingyun to just make it DPS Yao Guang. It's speaking to you.
It's calling.
It's calling. Oh, they're taunted. That's so unfortunate. Also, I feel like we popped the Tingyun ult a little early. So we're doing it on Avon. What's up?
The DDD would have pulled them up into the cycle. I'm imagining they're fishing that 0.
Probably. 22%. The elation skill probably kills here.
Oh, the E1. I see. Yeah.
Wow. So then E1. Yeah, so this is 4 cost, because I believe Avon did not have light cone. I might be forgetting.
No.
That was not an E6 Tingyun, I just realized.
That's kind of insane.
I just realized that was not an E6 Tingyun. Oh. By not having the E6, you miss out on like 10 whole energy.
And that's a lot.
That is a lot, yeah.
I didn't see it. Was the Yao just E1? Or
It was E1 S1. From the recent selector. Yes, my Tingyun is cooked. I did not mean to show those traces.
Oh, now I need to see these.
Hold on. Let's back it up a little bit. Oh my god!
Is that the A2?
You're losing a point for this. You're losing a point for this. I'm so sorry. We didn't unlock any of the major traces. Hold on. Let me quickly see if I'm overreacting. To be fair, not having skill leveled up, pretty brutal.
Yeah.
Not having talent, a little brutal. And then, let me go back here. We also don't have alt leveled up, so we weren't even getting the max damage increase. So, we have A2. Tingyun immediately regenerates 5 energy at the start of her turn. That would have been so helpful.
Yeah, that's a you've lost like 15 energy there every like alt rotation. That's a lot.
What is this Make-A-Wish patient Tingyun, bro? What is happening here?
It's kind of scuffed, but I kind of like that it's scuffed.
And the fact that it's 0 cycled, can we talk about that?
Yao is so strong, especially in these recent like MOCs as well. And that I don't know if you have E1 Yao, but she is so like nuclear.
I need E1 Yaoguang. I need it, bro. Okay. So what do we think about this? This is like the biggest thing is that this is an environment that really helps Yao Guang. And it's E1 Yao Guang, so her aha instant elation skills are doing a lot.
Yeah, they double the punchline, and I think it's 15% all type res pen.
I think so. I can check real quick. Let's see. It is 20% defense ignore.
Oh. Oops.
So, still pretty damn good. I'm thinking, like... I think it wasn't bad, but I will say... Avin really did not contribute as much as I kind of wanted him to. I feel like I kind of got clickbaited a little bit. It was a good run, just in terms of skill level, which is nice. But I think I'm going to give it like an 8. Actually...
Yeah,
I'm going to drop it a little bit. I'm going to say 7.5, I think.
Yeah, that was what I was going to say. I think that at least they've said it's a dual DPS, not just sole Advent, because I think Yao Guang carried that, but I also don't know how much Advent did other than like actually sustain.
The alts did. The alts for Avin were pretty important at points.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with the 7.5, but it was. I think if the E1 wasn't there, I'd have gone higher. But I just know how strong that thing is.
Yeah, that's absolutely fair. Chat, what are we thinking so far? Let's hear some opinions. Also, hey chat, I'm just saying, if anybody would still like to donate today to increase the prize pool, go ahead. To be fair, I think from all the recent streams, it's like, actually, I don't even know how much we have relatively, but yeah, somebody will be walking out of here with at least a good reward. That's a 7.5 for me. 7.5. Ooh, okay. All right. We're gonna call it a 7. Fair enough, Jeff. Fair enough. All right. So next up is from Certified Banger. Of course they would have an elation run. So let's see what we got here. What was the name of the run? Oh yeah, the name of this one was Crisis Corner Entry. Fair enough.
That's just what happened after the result of him probably resetting 1,000 times. They're just in crisis.
So real.
Indulge yourselves!
Trust me. We can do anything. Fight as
Okay, so we got DDD Tingyun, I think. Here we go, the aha instant.
Welcome, customer.
Is this gonna kill?
Still here.
Okay, yeah, it will. Oh, the basic attack just got it.
My divinations. Test of luck. An explosive charge.
I'm starting to realize that Xiaoguang may have been a mistake for this game.
Trouble. This being a think you can do it.
You think? People talk so much shit about Yao Guang when she initially came out because she had nothing. And now that she has a team and she has like actual possibilities, we're all just terrified for our lives. People are begging for the Yao Guang rerun to come.
42-day banner. I am scared for that rerun date. That's what I'm gonna say.
People will observe the heavens with my divinations.
I just know the 4.3 banners and the 4.4 banners back to back are going to be the most miserable time if you're a free-to-play player, or even if you're just not, like, if you're just not a whale, I feel like.
Please rerun jao-cho.
When's the jao-cho rerun coming?
Please.
Your collection will finally be complete.
I will be selfish. That's what I'm hoping for.
I respect it. I absolutely respect it. You gotta do what you gotta do in this life.
People always say that the will of heaven can't be overturned.
And also, there's a lot of people who also would like a jao-cho rerun.
Just give Jao-cho needs like an ultra nova flare on top of that. Just got him.
I saw somebody make this comment. Jao-cho doesn't need a nova flare, he needs a cosmic flare. And it's so correct. Also, that was E0 Yao Guang doing a 1 cycle. Where's the Tingyun? Okay, better.
Not scuffed.
Not nearly as scuffed. So automatically, I do think this one is a bit more impressive. And again, we're using Yao Guang in kind of like the shield environment, so that, you know, that's going to matter a little bit, but I think this is definitely better than the last run.
Yeah, there's no E1 either, which
Yeah,
doesn't
that's a big impact.
that helps. Was it? Sorry, I didn't see. Was it the S1 as well, or was it S0?
Nope, E0, S0.
Ooh, that helps because her cone is also nuclear good.
Yep. And again, it helps a lot with those rotations, but thank God we have Tingyun here to clean up.
180 speed tingyun. Yeah, I want to say like I think this is a solid 8.
I'm with you on that. It's like it's definitely better than the last one, which does matter. So 8. Chat, what are we thinking? 8.5, 8.5, 8.5, 8. Okay. I see. Yeah, wow, that's a lot of 8.5s.
I think if she wasn't shielded to the environment, an 8.5 would have been what I'd have said, but
That is a very fair point. Yeah, okay. Alright, seeming like an 8. Fair enough. We are almost 2 hours in and we are 1/3 done. We're actually still on a faster pace than the last one is the crazy part. Think about that. Yeah, last one took a while. We don't talk about that. All right. This is Sana's entry. I would like to quickly show for a second. I can't. Oh, I didn't pause it in time. Look at that gas rabbit. Look at that. Sana, I hate you.
This is the peak run with Yao and Sirene.
This is interesting. So it's
Having a girlfriend.
What's it called? It's forecast. Oh, it's the girlfriend's way. You're so right. True. I'm gonna be honest, I just don't know what was being cooked here. It just says when she decided to energy max and it was a lesbian flag. Yeah, the rabbit is there the whole time. Hyacin. Sana did this last time with Hyacin. What are we cooking here?
I'm more interested to see if Sirene actually gets an ult on this team.
Eventually. In like 3 to 5 business days.
That's with express shipping.
Oh my god, they've already made it to TVs without Sirene having to do anything.
He's still 8 stacks away. Goat baby what?
Oh my god. Already down to 37% health. Yao Guang on the AoE boss was such a good choice. Okay, alright, we got another ult up. 1%.
One health bar left, and we finally have the Sirene ult.
We finally got there! Oh god, Yao Guang is like painfully low.
The power of Yuri is so good.
The power of Yuri is actually hard carrying right now. Oh my god, we got the slow-mo aha instant, and that's dead.
700k.
So it was a 0 cycle. It was a 4-cost 0 cycle. Okay, hi Jingyuan.
He's here for the aura.
He's just there to aura farm, and I do respect the fuck out of it. I'm not even sure how to feel. It's like, I do find it funny that Sirene just held out the entire time to give that one-time ult refresh. That was very funny.
Yeah, which is pretty good, and I mean, again, the pairing of her and Yao for, couple goals.
Of course, we needed the Yuri today. This was
That
very
is true.
important.
Midstream Yuri break is crazy.
Oh wait, I can actually do that. Hold on. All right, chat. Midstream Yuri break.
Oh.
There we go, everybody. Enjoy the Yuri. All right, back to it. Anyway. I don't know. It's like they doubled down even harder on just getting Yao as much energy as possible. And then Yao essentially just soloed the damn boss, which was very funny.
Yeah, again, I think it's important to consider the environment for her being
A little bit better
the
than
show.
other characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say 8.5, and the 0.5 is a 100% coming from my love of Sirene and the Yaoi bonus. I'm going to disclose that.
The Yuri bonus goes huge.
Yeah, I said Yaoi. Oops.
Oh, what the fuck? To be fair, we also appreciate that here. I think I'm going to say an 8. And then, chat, what are we feeling? 7.5, 7.5, 7.2. We don't do 0.2 here. 8. Okay. It was 4 cost. 7 point... okay, this is seeming like a lot of 7.5. That is very fair. Yep, okay. Alright. So, last Yao Guang clear. This one was probably the most interesting to me. Or at least, like, the most different. So, this is Yao Guang with dhpt, Mark 7 Punt, and Jade. I'm sure as many of you know, Yao Guang benefits the more speed that she has. So, This person decided to give the Jade speed boost and the March 7th Hunt speed boost to Yao Guang to increase her speed even more. And then DHPT there is there to make sure they don't fucking die. In terms of a concept, it's pretty interesting.
Again, this is on the same tier, well, close to the tier of the Hurter and Akko comp.
Yeah,
The idea.
in terms of just raw creativity, this is definitely up there. All these cowards running DHPT sustain.
Ceredra would have gone hard here.
Oh, so Redra would have been crazy here for an even higher speed boost. Like, oh my god.
We have the edge.
Troublemaker. Bending the rules. There's no backing up now for me or you.
There we go. Why do you want them to run Lynx? You know what? Honestly, if somebody ran a Lynx for this, I would have given you a bonus point.
Don't underestimate Link. She is a monster.
Lynx is honestly not bad. Like, she can still work perfectly well. At least for, like, some of the more chill content.
I have seen Lynx do things I never would have expected in terms of sustain and carrying. I unfortunately have to shill Link to.
No, I absolutely respect it. I was using Lynx all the way up to MOC 11 for, like, the first full year that I played this game.
I am saying that, but I don't even think I think Lynx is my lowest level character. So. Full watch.
I think tied for my lowest level character is Deadass Archer. I never really got around to building him.
I have his traces and his light code maxed out. I also do not have him any relics.
That's crazy. Okay. So let's go to the cost. So that's also this is I was gonna say this isn't even on the normal crit rate set. That's E0S1. E1 Jade, so that's 4 cost relatively. And then DHPT, so that's 5-6. I can't remember if this is E1 or E2. So it was a 6 cost 0 cycle where the concept was having March and Jade speed boost the fuck out of Yao Guang. Wait, that's Seal a Light Cone. Oh my god, that's 7.
How much did it? It's really high cost compared to the other ones we've seen, but I think Sealer's Light Cone doesn't do a whole lot here. Like,
yeah, like that's the thing. Not Seala. March didn't actually contribute nearly as much as any other character. Jade, on the other hand. Jade honestly contributed a fair bit.
She did a lot. I just need to double check that I'm not, because it does March scale off speed?
March doesn't scale off speed, but by having 147 speed, you get more damage out of Seal a Light Cone. I believe the max taken into effect is like 150, 160.
I couldn't remember.
What the hell is that? I have a question. I'm using Hysalin's Kafka, Ronmei, DHPT. I'm struggling to clear MOC 12 second side in 6 cycles. Is it me or do I just need Black Swan? If you get Black Swan, that probably drops to at minimum 4 cycles.
You could also do the same thing with Sirene E0. She can just also detonate extra dots.
Yeah, because then Hysalin's can detonate. If you have Sirene, you could run that instead of Ronmei, or you could get Black Swan. Also, just for reference, when investing in DOT, Black Swan is definitely your highest priority currently, because that team works really well together. After that, E1 Black Swan or E1 Hysalin's, basically just whichever one comes back. Get one of those two, you're going to increase your damage an insane amount. Then, along the way, if you can pick up a Hysalin's Cone, that's going to be pretty nice. Anyway, I liked the concept. I don't think it was executed super, super well.
I feel like Jade did maybe equal amount of damage, if not a little bit less than Yao.
Yeah. And it's like, that's the thing, Jade was not on the ban list at all. So Jade was definitely allowed to contribute a lot. But
she is intended as a sub DPS, and I like the idea of using the speed buff, but unfortunately there's no way to stop Jade from hitting her follow-ups.
yeah. I'm thinking probably a 7. I think that's where I'm at.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. Chat, what are we thinking? $6.5, 7.5, 7, 7.5. Yeah, okay. That is not a number. All right, we'll go with 7. All right. Next up, we got RMC main DPS. I don't know what song.
Go on, sorry.
So I don't know what song that was. I feel like I'm gonna get copyright claimed. I'm muting that. Sorry. Anyway, what were you gonna say?
Honestly, the best Eidolon in the game is not at play here with Bronya's E4, so you know.
A huge day. Huge day.
Kinda crazy.
Fuck you mean that isn't a number? So this was a 0 cycle, right? Yeah, it was a 0 cycle. Also, this is like one of the only RMC damaging clears I've seen that did not have either Sirene in it or Sunday in it. Because Sunday's huge for RMC. Like, we've gone full sustainless as well. This is a very impressive. That was a 448,000 damage book, by the way.
Mem throwing hands like a JoJo stand hitting 200k.
That's why I like Mem so much at Guernsey Wars. You actually just get like bullet punches. It's hilarious. Okay, we got big hits here. Energy regen. Pretty good. Got some skill points back. I'm interested that they're trying to get RMC's thing normally. Oh, they do end up using it early. 11%. Yeah. Wow. And that kills.
Wow.
That was a 254,000 damage punch.
Yeah, that was actually insane.
I think that was E2 Bronya. That was E2 Bronya, and that's about it.
Yeah, I'm pretty impressed by that. I think, what was the cone that was RMC was on? I assume it was their mini sig, but
yep,
yeah.
Mini sig. That was pretty nice, and again, that's one of the only RMC clears I've ever seen that did not make use of Sunday.
They're on Rootland as well for the damage, which is pretty good.
Oh my god, they went so fast. Yeah, no, I like that a lot. I'm very impressed by that. And it's like it's it's genuinely just low cost across the board. E2 Bronya is really good, but that's it. Like, that's pretty nice.
240% RMC crit damage as well is insane.
Holy shit. What the fuck?
She never moves, but when she does, she hits like a nuclear bomb.
That's insane. Oh my goodness.
I think this is a solid like 9.
I agree. This is at minimum a 9. Chat, what do you guys think? I'm debating if I want to go 9 or 9.5.
Yeah, I'm thinking, where do they actually improve Like, what do they optimize here? I don't think there's much. I don't think there's anything.
Like, yeah, that's the thing. You zero cycled with RMC. You did very good overall. Like, I am just very impressed. The only thing was just that they did it on, like, Mem's, all of Mem's attacks are AoE, and they did it on the AoE boss, which is smart. And then they got pretty lucky with the energy rotations and all that. Because the way the little guys managed to hit on RMC gave them a free ult at the end.
Who was the other boss for this? Mark, it was Hule, wasn't it?
I think it was Hule.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna say 9. I think 9.5 if it was the other side, but you're right. The AoE boss and I guess the mechanics, you would have obviously the constant reset, so definitely the dedication, but yeah, I think 9.
I'm gonna go with 9. Still really, really good though. Like, my god.
Yeah, crazy.
All right. Next up, Luocha shuts down some TVs. So we got Sparkle, Sunday, Luocha, and Tingyun. Let me put the volume back on. We're not in copyright territory anymore. Thank God. Okay.
Eternal sleep.
300k Lochol in 26. Hello.
Insane.
Eternal sleep. Eternal sleep.
It's a pretty high amount of damage so far.
Especially for a
Tingyun.
1.1 character.
That's very fair. Big energy right there. Oh my god, got the Sunday ult right on time. And that kills, wow.
This is big.
Now it's just TVs. 70%, or down to 70% health is pretty nice.
It's like 400k, hello.
Mm-hmm. Also, the speed tuning on this is just right. This is working out great.
I, again, dread to think how many times they got pushed back by one of the TVs and had the tuning just duped.
Yep. One TV fucking you over is actually just like breakdown cry territory. It's working every time. Like, my goodness. That's it. Yep, that's dead.
600k.
Then Luocha goes. They got the action advance. Oh my god, Luocha's about to get his ult again. Wow. So then we're about to get Luocha ults. 400,000. Oh my god.
No.
And the memory turbulence again!
I'm so gutted for them that they didn't hit that 0. That would have been crazy.
That's so sad. This was like probably the most impressive DPS Luocha clear I've seen in some time. The Eidolons do make a big difference here though. So that is Luocha. So that's 1. But then that's 2, 3, 4 for Sunday, and then that's 5. Then we got 6 for Sparkle. And then that's it. So it was a 6 cost, almost 0 cycle. 6 cost,
Strider as well.
almost 0 cycle. Let me quickly show. Alright, so over here, chat, we'll show what Sunday Eidolons do. There you go. So E1 gives 16% def ignore. or yeah, def ignore, but because there's no summon, it's just 16% def ignore. And then E2, after first use of ultimate, you get 2 skill points, and then your damage dealt increases by 30% for the target with ult. So definitely pretty nice damage boosts, but not enough that it would have taken a whole extra cycle, more than likely.
Yeah, I didn't think that Sunday's E2 is contributing so much damage that it would have been a 2 cycle without, and it definitely would have been a solid 1.
Yeah. It's like, I will say, the skill point rotation was a little important. Like, those skill points probably did help out at some point. Because Lojo was always basicking, but then you have Tingyun and Sparkle also constantly using skill points. And then Sunday is at least SP neutral, and then getting him back with the cone. Sunday cone matters a lot for this run.
Yeah, and Sparkle being Sparkle now, she's just so... I don't even know what the right word is, just obscene in how much she gives, and paired now with Sunday, that's so much damage.
It's such a concerning amount, yeah. I think... I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that was really good execution on the TVs, and it is a fucking sustain, so that means something.
Players just said that actually it's quid pro quo procs on every action advance as well.
That's crazy. That is insane. I think... Oh, man.
I'm gonna say 8.5.
I'm with you. I'm gonna say 8.5.
I felt stronger about the run before, and I gave that a 9. So,
and then chat's made it very clear they want to give this one a 9. So 8.5, 8.5, and 9 for the DPS Luocha run. Very, very good. Okay. Next up, we have Aventurine with 3 types of damage versus Hule MOC 10. So we've got Avin, Dahlia, RMC, and Robin.
the elephant needs to be addressed.
Nah.
Why?
Never.
Dahlia, why are you here?
To add another type of damage.
Oh yeah, of course. The super break enabling of
Yep.
irrespective of break. I completely forget that's a thing.
And then is this kill? Oh, but it got them the RMC advance. Wow. And barely. I will say, it's less like an Avon run, and more so, it's literally just the 3 different types of damage in this game. Or it's like, it's just super break, true damage, and Avon's like crit damage, all just interacting to beat Hule's ass. Because all 3 of those characters are all doing pretty good damage to Hule. And then when Hule...
Robin does...
Yeah, what's up?
Sorry. I was gonna say, Robin is like pretty much only affecting Advent, like, well, mostly, because she has no scaling on Super Break or True.
It's like, Robin's there, she's contributing. She's also helping, but yeah, a lot of the damage is still just coming from these guys. We managed to break Hule as well, which is pretty nice. I'll never get tired of seeing Hule get beat. That is so real.
5k Advent follow-up is insane.
Yep. Man. 1%. There we go. So that was a 2-cycle clear. I believe that is... Yeah, I think that's E0 Robin, E1S or E0S1 Dahlia, and then Aventurine. Let's see. Yep, and then just Avon. Also 34 subcost or 34 substat Avon, very nice.
Yeah, insane build, but
Yeah. So 2 cost clear, or 4 cost clear, 2 cycle clear, on Hule, with 3 different types of damage. Just in terms of creativity, yeah. The concept is honestly, it's pretty silly, but it worked really well. It's pretty fun. I like it a fair bit.
I do feel like Dahlia was contributing more than Advent though. Like, significantly more.
I do think Dahlia probably contributed the most out of everyone, but I don't think it was the most egregious thing in the world. And then especially, RMC did a lot, and then Avon did a lot to Hule specifically whenever he got to do the ult and then the bounce follow-ups. I think when all the enemies were on the field, Dahlia was kind of dominating, but...
Yeah.
It's interesting. I wouldn't say this is specifically an Avon run, but this is like just a 3 sub DPS run with a freaking Robin assist. It's definitely
I like
not
the
bad.
creativity. I like the concept. I like the idea. So I think it's got to be an 8 for me.
I think, yeah, 8 seems fair. I'm considering 8.5. No, okay, I'll give it an 8. All right, so let me see. What was the name of this? Sorry. This was Papyrus. So we got 8, 8. Chat, what are we feeling? 8, 8, 7.5, 8. Okay.
I love that they've given themselves an 8.
I just realized that. You're so right. You know what? W Papyrus for honesty. All right. Yeah, we'll give it an 8. So, once again, pretty good. All right. We've got back-to-back jao-cho clears. I will say this one's 7 minutes. We're putting this on 3 times speed. So, this is jao-cho with RMC Tribby and Don Hung PT. As far as I remember, jao-cho actually ends up doing a fair amount of damage. So he did about 75. I think jao-cho has a skill that does like 300k or something like that.
Making jao-cho do anything is quite impressive. So...
You know what? In this day and age, honestly, so true. Wow, that was a lot from the debuff. So, 161,000. Not too bad so far. That was 250 for jao-cho. It's like, Tribby is contributing a fair amount of damage. Everybody here is contributing a very fair amount of damage.
The grit as well is doing like a lot of heavy
The grit
lifting.
is also crazy on this team. Yeah, there we go. 280,000 from jao-cho and then 336,000. He is doing a good amount of damage. The other characters are keeping up with him pretty sufficiently, though.
Yeah.
Will Blade power creep him? Yes. You could mean normal Blade, and I would agree.
Blade could literally, like, only hurt himself, and I'd still argue he's better than jao-cho.
Yep. And yet, this is the character you gotta pull next.
Please don't remind me. I'm praying he gets added to the shop. Do not make me wail for jao-cho.
Or it's like, you could put him... Imagine they put him in the 50-50 loss pool, you put him in there until you lose to him, and then you just immediately remove him.
Like, that's literally what would happen.
All right, there we go. Jao-cho. And that was 1 cycle left. So let's go over here. So that's jao-cho on Good Night Sleep Well. That's dhpt. That's trippy. No eidolons. And RMC. I think that was genuinely just 3 cost. It was dhpt, jao-cho, and trippy.
I'm quite impressed by jao-cho. I mean, he is the character I have the least amount of experience with,
Yeah.
but he is normally a brick, and he actually pulled his weight in this team.
That's the big thing. He honestly kept up with the unbelievable characters of 3.x. I did see somebody just make a good point. It would have been cool if they put Gwenifin on this team so that they could detonate the fire DOT.
Yeah.
I think
But really,
that,
who do
that
you
would have
swap?
been nice. Yeah, it definitely could have been a little bit better. I don't think it was bad, but it definitely could have been better. I'm kind of leaning towards, like, probably a 7.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think it was because I think everyone, maybe bar Gallagher, was everything was so equal.
Yeah, it was literally just a case of everyone's boxing. Alright, chat, what do we think? Okay, actually, okay, the immediate responses are in line with us. Alright. Are we a bit more impressed by that one, chat? Do we think it's a 7.5 or 7? Yeah, it's literally alternating between 7 and 7.5. I'll give it the 7.5.
Someone did say 8 because not everyone has that brick.
I don't have him!
He's the only character I don't have, so that should say enough.
I think in this call, only 40% of the people have jao-cho on their account.
Crazy numbers.
I haven't used him in like a year. I think I remember the last time you used him, and it was at least 6 months ago. So yeah, it's been a hot minute. Anyway, alright. This is from Dylan. I honestly quite like this run. We got the concept explained the other day. It is jao-cho to be a DOT character, and Hysalin's with Sirene buff detonates DOT.
Oh.
Dylan basically... It's funny that we keep having to use these terms. Dylan basically euthanized Hysalin's to make her do no damage and turned her into Kafka.
That's quite impressive, though. I'm interested to see how this plays out.
It is interesting, to say the least. Alright, this is a little bit loud. Let me lower this.
Shine for the heroes.
There we go. So, I don't think you saw it at the start. Hysalin's skill did about 3,000 damage.
Bloom for tomorrow.
That's it.
We are fish maxing.
Yeah, it's, this is the worst. This is the worst Hysalin's I've ever seen. Oh my god, Anarchy. Thank you, Anarchy.
Shine for the heroes.
Appreciate you.
Welcome.
Oh my god. So now we're so close to getting Sirene's buff up. There it goes. So now we're quickly applying everything.
Memories waiting to be woken up by.
It just
And
feels kind of
finally.
evil.
Finally!
Yeah, it's evil. There's no Sirene ult so quickly.
And now, it's still not that impressive, but it is, almost all of that is Jao-cho's TOT. That's the crazy thing. Almost all of that is jao-cho DOT.
Jao-cho not getting the sirene buff is some insane slander.
It's so funny. Jao-cho is just so left out.
How about letting it more season?
Because instead, it's going on hyselins, so hyselins can detonate with the whale. It's so funny, but it's so smart. Like, this is the gameplay of all time, genuinely.
Better to make no move. Little more shit. I'm honored, but since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
This was a decision, and I am in for it.
Exactly. Like, this defines creative build. Like. So, that cleared in 3 cycles. Let's pull it up. So, we got jao-cho, hyselins, max energy regen, no effect hit rate, by the way. Look at hyselin's attack. That is miserable. Thank you, Darren. I appreciate it. Sirene with cone, and then dhpt with cone. So 6 cost, but
I love the idea that Sirene has been used specifically to a gutted hyselins to make her into Kafka. I think that's a really unique take on how their buffs intertwine.
I think, yeah, honestly, in terms of just raw creativity, it's up there, because you could have just done Kafka. But in this, it's once again the ball knowledge. And it's like, this is a feature that people do know about, but they just use it with DOT teams normally. No, we've done this so that jao-cho can now be enabled to be the DOT character.
3 cycles as well.
That's amazing.
Yeah, this is...
I think probably the biggest complaint here was that dhpt just does a lot of damage regardless. So dhpt was definitely punching a little above his weight.
Yeah, I think an 8.5, I think that's... I love the idea. I love that we've made jao-cho actually do something.
Yeah, I like it a lot. Again, cost is high, but I think the cost wasn't a huge, like, deterrent in any way. Or wasn't, like, wholly unnecessary. I think just for the creativity and the efficiency, I'm gonna give it a 9. So that's 9. 8.5 in chat. Chat has made it very clear they think this is a 9. Okay. Also, somebody redeem ad time on Twitch. Well, that's an L. All right. Sorry, guys. Oh, the ad is starting anyway. Well, rip. Have fun. Anyway, so what do we got here? Fushuan plus emotionally draining caster. Okay. So I'd like to say, this is 21 cost.
I think I've seen this. I think this person put it in the Discord server, or they linked it. This is kind of crazy.
So. It is hilarious. Like, it is genuinely hilarious.
Insane. Forced to use the cast dragon, unfortunate.
That cast dragon did so little. This is peak.
Insane.
Like, also, we had yet to see a DBS Fushuan this whole time. This is a very rare sight.
Fushuan, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 600k.
Then we're action advancing Fushuan. What a time to be alive.
Never did I think I'd see the day where we're prioritizing Fushuan
Overcaster is
over anyone.
not wrong. It's look at this dragon damage. Oh my god.
Damage of all time.
Fushuan basically does Fushuan basic attack does more than all of the breath or the swipe. The saddest part about this is the fact that it takes this many cycles because this fucking team.
And Castris is considered T0. Absolutely insane.
Big Predwin is lying to you, Chad. I don't know what else to tell you.
Big pride win. That's insane.
Big Predwin is lying to you. 4%, by the way. Will the Gazi Dragon kill? It will, surely.
Surely, yeah.
Thank God.
69k is insane.
So, we've got Fushuan with Cone here. E6.
At least it's S1.
Cassie is on Hyasin code.
Wait, what's the speed? I need to see the speed.
Oh, hold on. I'm on volume instead.
167.
167 speed with E2 Cassie on Hyasin code. We got
Diabolical.
Sunday with Cone and E1. This is the funniest clear I've ever seen. And then, I thought they put it in the description. They told me every single one of those Fushuans was a 50-50 loss.
Yikes.
This is like, in terms of the cost is at 20, that's just insane to begin with. But it's the fact that they did something that is genuinely reliant upon some of that cost. Because the way Fushuan works is... Let me pull it up over here real quick. Here we go. Let's go down to Fushuan's... Fushuan stuff down here. I believe you get something out of this E4 by having them take damage. That is crazy. Also, the ultimate yeah. The E6 genuinely did help the ultimate damage a lot, or else that would have taken an eternity.
I think the dragon is also like fundamental in proccing that E6 max every time. I assume that it counts.
It
but
definitely
with it
does.
nuking its HP. Because Netherwing has, I think, 34k HP. So it should just immediately proc it every time. But it's good knowledge of that E6 for fact.
Exactly. It's like, it's unique combinations overall. Like, this is honestly very creative. And then the funny thing is, they told me they were already at such high cost, so they just threw in E3 Ho-Ho because they could.
I mean, pre or post Nova Flares, she's still not contributing that much.
Especially not E3, that's for sure.
I mean, also, Fushuan does scale on HP, so the only thing she is contributing is the energy, I suppose.
Yep. And, yeah. Also, I think this was pre-Nova. Ho-Ho.
Yeah. Yeah, because of the 3 stacks instead of 4 at E1.
So, yeah. Insane on this one. This one's so funny. I think just for the insane creativity, I think I'm gonna give it like... I think I'm gonna give it like a 7.5.
Yeah, I love it. It's so scuffed, but the cost is just astronomical.
That's the biggest problem, but it's so funny.
it is crazy. It is dependent on the E6, I suppose, but yeah, I think it's just insane. Like, it's so high, and it's so hard to recreate that for most people.
I am very impressed with how they lobotomized Cass into actually doing so little damage. They put Cass on Hyacinth Cone. That alone speaks volumes. All right,
I
chat.
believe they lobotomized my Castros. It's insane. My poor girl.
No, Cassie, look out. All right. Next up is Experiments Run. This is main DPS Sirene being the only cost. Yep, that's it. Sirene is the only cost here. So now, let's jump ahead to when the run starts. There we go. I feel like that music's gonna get me copyrighted again. Alright, we're gonna mute that. But yeah, so they're running no sustain Hanya Asta for DPS Sirene to get the max speed boost and to get that massive res pen.
Yeah, that's insane. You've got to be capping that nearly with this team, surely.
It might be capped like entirely. I would not be surprised at all.
I didn't see the build speed, but it's got to be high.
Oh, for sure. I'll make sure to go back and check it afterward. But yeah, so we
Must be over
already
200.
have ult, by the way. We just already have ult, by the way.
Insane. Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's way over cap.
286. Unbelievable.
120% ice pen is ridiculous.
This is crazy. And then we're getting the other boost on. We've got advanced up and another attack. Oh my god. Like, this is unbelievable. Half the health is already gone, by the way. Look at that.
Yeah, this is why she's the best character in the game.
Had to get your agenda out. I respect it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, 95% on the mem boost. And then we've still got another Sirene ult waiting.
Yeah, this is actually kind of crazy.
That was the end of the cycle, too. And they managed to push it up again.
This should trigger the double one, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it does.
There it goes. And 10% left. That's a kill. The Sirene Zero Cycle. Now, of course, Sirene DPS is in fact a normal thing you can do. And Asta is a very key part of that to get that max speed boost in a lot of cases.
Could you just go back to the Sirene build, please?
Sure.
Thank
49
you.
over
181.
176 with 181 speed.
That build for an EZRS era is doing a lot of heavy lifting.
Yep. That's literally better than my fucking Sirene build by a good margin. We don't talk about mine.
We don't talk about mine either.
We don't talk about yours. Yeah, fucking Mr. 1% over here.
But to be fair, I like the clear, but I don't necessarily think it's unique for.
Yeah. In terms of the uniqueness, it's not super high up there, except for having Hanya. Hanya is the polar bear in Arlington, Texas, and I love the fact that she did get included for this. Because she accomplishes the exact same purpose that you want, which is increasing the speed of Sirene an insane amount.
Yeah, I mean, you got over 100 extra speed there from the Asta and Hanya combined, which is like a significant amount.
Yeah, that is actually crazy. Again, in terms of just clear, like, in terms of the actual skill on the clear, incredible. The creativity, not as much, but still decent. I'm thinking like an 8.
Yeah, I think 7.5. I think this is just the fact that there's no sustain is probably like the strongest thing, but normal Sirene DPS clears aren't uncommon.
That is very fair. That you're absolutely right. What do we think, chats? Okay. 0.5, 7. This is like... Okay, this is probably like a 7.5. That's a 7.4. What am I doing? Alright, there we go. Okay, so this is... Yeah, this is actually from Kevin. And then he shilled himself.
I respect the hustle.
So Kevin showed up in the chat, said, I'm going to submit to this, and proceeded to do MOC 12 with Sparkle. I just have no words for this one.
Yeah, 2 million DPS. Yeah, this is fair.
So, that is E6 Sparkle, E1 Trippy for sure, and then I think E1 S1 Hyacin? Oh, is it E2 Trippy? Oh, it is E2 Trippy, isn't it?
That Hyacinth, it looked like it was hitting E4 numbers.
Like, that Hyacin did like 3 million, by the way. And it's funny, because the Sparkle basic attacks are actually doing like almost 100k.
Yeah, Sparkle's basics are doing more than some of his main DPS. It's kind of insane.
Yep. That's a little cooked, admittedly. That's crazy to think about. Like, what am I watching?
The unlimited whale work.
Unlimited whale words. Oh my god, then need to cleanse that, yup.
Yeah.
Instant 0 for no Sparkle cosplay in corner of the screen. So true. And the commitment to constantly only action advancing Sparkle, I love it. Like, what the fuck is this? And there. Oh, that didn't kill.
That is diabolical.
So, it's a little high cost, but it was pretty good.
I mean, MOC 12, so it's pretty different landscape.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, I'll give that a solid, also DQ'd by rule set.
Yeah.
I know, I'm aware. We'll give that a solid 7.5 out of 10. Yeah, Kevin deserves that.
Can I rank this one elation out of 10?
You can, in fact, rank this elation out of 10.
But yeah, I would agree, 7.5.
0 out of 10 for ignoring instructions, but if we're letting that slide, 2 out of 10. Thank you, Kekvin. Make sure to go subscribe, guys. Alright. Next up is Japard Hypercarry versus MOC 10 first half. This is...
Try this other way. I choose you.
I think this is fairly high cost. I think it's like 6.
This is a decision of all time.
Hypercarry Jabard? Yeah, I agree. I'm not gonna
Some of
lie.
these runs have made me question the sanity of the people that have submitted them.
Nobody in this Discord server is sane, and that's just a fact we have to accept at some point.
Yeah, there are limits though, Chris. There are limits.
There are limits to insanity, and this is really pushing them. Also, I'd like to say Japar did do a 241k skill.
I think that's the first time I've ever seen him do damage.
Yep, that's absolutely valid. Ah, yes, the Chris's corner, the home where you are either not sane, not well, or not straight.
Yeah.
2 of the only straight people in the Chris corner server. It's just us.
It's fine. That's how you know this is fair.
Don't worry, chat. I was gonna say more, and I just realized I had nothing else to say. Just, yep, don't worry, guys.
Don't worry about it.
Anyway, alright, 2 cycle clear. This cost is gonna be crazy. Let me slow it down again a little bit. Hurry the hell up. So, that was Japard with dhpt cone to increase his attack.
Nearly 100 query on your part is
Crazy, right?
yeah.
Then we have E2 Sparkle with Sunday Light Code and Tribby with E1. So,
the Sparkle E2 is like the reason that wasn't like a 5 cycle.
yeah, the Eidolons really do carry this one.
Oh, and E1 Trivy.
I think, and it's like for E1 Tribby, E2 Sparkle, and then with a Sunday Cone and a DHPT cone to get max attack, basically.
Yeah, I just need to double check Japard's kit because.
Alright, in the meantime, chat, what do you guys think? Feel free to start spamming.
So, yeah, his skill does scale with his attack. But he
Yeah.
is, like, directly buffing, like, yeah, getting benefit.
So he kind of did want that cone a lot.
Yeah, and the E1 is doing nothing.
Yeah, nah, I didn't expect it to do anything. So it's like, so yeah, the cost is coming entirely from Sparkle, Tribby, E1, and then the cone. Little high cost, and then it still took 2 cycles because, of course, it's Japard.
Yeah.
I think I'm leaning a 7.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, 7.5. I think is probably more to 7. I'm
Yeah,
struggling to justify the 0.5.
and then chat's at a 7 as well. All right. How many more left do we got? Fucking hell. So it's 24 to 37, so it's like 13, 14 left. Okay, I'm gonna have to speed through some of these.
We're only halfway there.
So, this is I believe this is our first APOC clear. This is main DPS Cypher with Ronmei Sparkle Ceredra.
In APOC as well, that is some next level.
Against
masochism.
Nikador. Interesting, to say the least.
I can't believe that Ceredra is actually getting to do something in this run.
For the first time in forever.
She just nuked that toughness bar. That was
Yup!
It took 4 hours to get this done, and Nikto hate for Ceredra is unbound. It's the comment. That's crazy.
That's insane. Already super low health, by the way.
I do think Ceredra inherited the Tingyun fugue issue of just constantly being targeted.
Constantly getting her face beat in. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Literally.
If you have to be attack scaling in this game as a support, it's so dangerous for your life expectancy.
Mm-hmm.
And then... yeah, look at that health across the board.
How's he only just deployed the spears again? What?
I am so impressed right now.
Yeah.
And then we're getting close to...
The nuke.
yep, and there it goes. Down to 0.
Nice.
Slowly getting beaten down. And there it goes. So a 1631 clear with Cypher, Ceredra, Sparkle. Then they put it down here. That is E0 S1 Cypher with Acheron Light Cone, E1 S0 Sparkle, and E0 S0 Ceredra, and E0 S0 Ron May.
This boss as well was also just like pure evil.
Miserable.
It was elation or die, basically, to get any decent score.
It was literally miserable trying to do this one. Like, I have footage from almost every APOC recorded as of late in my folder. I just never used this footage because it was so bad.
Yeah, this was the APOC that... So typically I have used Finon and Remembrance. I had to swap off of Finon for a lower cost team and cleared better, like with a higher score. This was evil, so I feel like to me that is more impressive.
Yeah, honestly. Okay, also there was a correction. It is an S1 Ron May cone, just so we know. Yeah, hold on.
I don't think Rame's S1 particularly does that much.
Doesn't really do too much, but it is helpful. It is a bit of a damage boost. Also,
I suppose it helps with a break.
Check out the Cypher build. Hold on. Let's see. Wow. Yeah, okay, that's a pretty good Cypher build.
That's like pretty much perfect. Like,
yep.
You're missing one substat, well, half a substat of crit rate, but that's it, and it doesn't even matter.
3,200 attack with that much crit rate, crit damage as well. Wow. All right.
Aeon Cypher is crazy.
So yeah, so this is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, it's obviously a little bit higher cost than other options, but it's the first APOC run we've seen against one of the most miserable bosses that we had in quite a long time.
I really like this run because again, you kind of got, I guess similar to the 3 damage types, you've kind of got 3 archetypes in the follow up, the skill, and then with like Ceredra's kind of chip damage with her ult. And
yeah.
There's no sustain either, and no like general, like global passive. Sorry.
Yeah, like that was
I like it.
Difficult. I'm gonna give that. I'm gonna say 8.5.
Yeah, I think 8.5 is really fair. I like the run a lot. I like the build. I like the idea.
Yep. Chat, what are we thinking? I'm going to switch this over to the next one in the meantime. 8.5, 9, 8.9. Okay.
50, the square root of 56. That's crazy.
Square root of 56. Alright, I'm seeing 8.5. So yeah, 8.5s across the board. Pretty good. Oh my god, this is so much louder now. Gotta keep adjusting this. Alright. Let's quickly... don't want to speed this up. Nah, that's fine. So this one is interesting because they kept abusing the fact that Bronya can, in fact, advance Harmony characters. So they are essentially using main DPS RMC as the driver for Robin's DPS. And then they're constantly abusing the action advance cycles, which is very, very interesting.
Yeah, that's a really clever way to play.
And it ends up as being... I'm pretty sure it ends up as being a 0 cycle? I need to double check, but... And then we immediately go for the action advance. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yep, there goes Advancing Sunday again. Like, it's been a while since I've seen somebody actually do this strategy. It has been a very long time.
I didn't even know it was still viable. Like, I thought this died.
Yeah, I also thought it did. Big hits. Damn. Then we got the ult still saved up. No! There goes the ult. The crazy part is they have so much time left still to get the 0 cycle. Like...
Yeah,
Yep, and there we go. Then we're finally getting the Robin advance again. And, yep. It's technically close, but... yeah. They still had a book left and a mem hit left.
yeah, I love that.
That's E0S1 Robin. E0S1 Sunday, so that's 4 costs, and then we got E4 Bronya, I think. The E4 did not contribute anything. The E2 did help.
I think, again, kind of as some of the ones before, this is another one of these runs that is just such elite ball knowledge and understanding of how the game's mechanic works that it makes it more impressive.
That is what I'm thinking, yeah. Like, that is so unique. I am
the
very
Bronya
impressed.
abuse Sunday to then move up RMC and then to repeat that cycle while having the understanding of where Robin's ults kind of fit in that loop to then like reset the tuning. I just think that's really impressive.
Yeah, they really nailed it. This is a very, very good run. And it's like, I can't even dock it too much for like creativity because nobody does this anymore. Like, nobody really does this, and it's not exactly easy to do.
Yeah, especially against this boss again, as kind of we mentioned earlier, if you get one energy debuff on the wrong character, GG, that's it.
Kind of fucks up your entire thing, and this looks like a very strict run as well, so. Alright, chat, what do you guys think? I'm between 8.5 and like 9 again.
I think 9. I don't think we're going to see anything kind of similar to this throughout the rest. I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong. But I think this is really special.
That is very fair. Oh, I'm so torn. I'm gonna say... I think I'm gonna say 8.5. Then 9, and then... What are we feeling in chat? God, that's 8.5 and 8 just split across the board. Fuck me. Alright, there we go, 8. Alright. What? Oh, yeah. So this is 1 cycle MOC 10, 0 cost, it's E4 welt. but it's a 0 damage taken.
That's kind of crazy.
It's a little insane. What's the highest score so far? I think a 27. I think 2 people have it. Man. Okay. Welt's not doing too much, honestly.
Yeah, because this is pre-Nova Flare, right?
No, I think this is post Nova Flare.
Was this the current MOC 10 bar?
Yeah, I think this is post Nova Flare. Well, and how much does this do? Wow. Casual 500,000.
Insane.
90,000 on a basic, like. Oh, what's the high score? Wait, I meant as in contest score that you guys are giving out from 1 to 10. Oh, 9 is the high, or the highest score we've given out so far is a 9. I don't think we've given out a 10.
No, I don't recall what's seen.
No.
One.
Then yeah, this just kills, doesn't it? Yep. Okay, that kills. Well, no damage taken. Yeah, that's E4. Well, that's how you know.
Yeah, there's no. I don't know what that cone does. I mean, the break cone for the knife.
Yeah, that's the cone everybody's been using on break teams, I believe.
Yeah, damage dealt, wearing crit attacks is 100% to quick bomb.
Yeah.
And damage received. No, it's not that.
Yeah. It's definitely a pretty nice cone.
This it's unique again, and I like there was no damage taken. I feel like you could have done this 100 times and still not achieved that run. So I think that's quite impressive.
And that fuck-ass robot would have hit you at least once. Like,
fuck that robot.
That is pretty impressive. It is similar to, like, the other... it's pretty similar to, like, the Silver Wolf clear we saw, or I think we saw a Pela clear earlier as well. I can't remember. It is pretty similar, and the biggest thing is just that it is 0 damage taken, and it's 1 cycle.
Yeah, and there's not really a cost here either. Unless we're gonna count Welt as like
E4 Welt is pretty brutal. That's rough. Oh man. Chat, what do you guys think? Again, it's like
I think
it's a good boss for Pela, which again, good on them for utilizing that. And the big draw is the 0 damage taken. That is pretty cool.
Welt's just too good.
Welt is so good. I think I'm gonna give it a 8.5.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know how I can get it up to a 9.
Yeah. Alright, and then chat is an agreement with 8.5. Okay. Alright, we're in like the last 11 or 10 now. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna start speeding these up even a little bit more. So, this is 3 cost, I believe. This is going to be Ho-Ho, Sparkle, and Ceredra. And that is the only cost, and it's DPS Hanya. Skip it a little bit. There we go. Oh my god, that's still really loud. Holy shit. So Hanya right now is not really doing much. She kind of needs to get all of her buffs set up first.
Again, another character that can actually use Ceredra.
Ceredra's buffs, yeah. Also, that did like Ceredra, or not Ceredra, Hanya did like a combined like 450k with that enhanced skill.
Kind of diabolical, actually.
Like there was 118 there. I don't know what Hanya's energy is. She might actually be getting the buff from Ho-Ho's Nova Flare. I don't think it's 160 energy.
I don't think so.
Honestly, that's also a crazy thing. Like, Ceredra is contributing damage, but Hanya is just straight up doing more consistently.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Hanya's energy is 140.
Okay, so she's not quite getting the full effect. Pretty good, though. Okay, we got... Oh, wow. So, 27 cycles left. He's on his last health bar. Thank you, elation skill. Man.
Yeah, this is, again, like, really crazy.
This is, again, I love getting to see Hanya do things, and I like that we committed hard with also doing the Ceredra.
Maybe Hanya is an underrated 4-star, and I need to put more respect on her name.
We need to respect Hanya more. That sounds great. If only. Share. Oh. No, it took an extra cycle. No.
That's such a shame.
Oh, that's so unfortunate. Okay. What the fuck? Why am I dying? What the hell? What the fuck? Alright, so 4-cycle clear on Hule with DPS Hanya, and it was 3 cost. What do we think?
Yeah,
I liked it.
Yeah, like you said, 450k from what was she, 1.5 4-star?
Yeah, literally.
Pretty impressive.
Oh, also I forgot. They included a clip at the end. An additional clip of her hitting 200k. Oh, no, it stopped loading. Oh. Oh, motherfucker. Ah, well. Sad. Anyway. Chat, what do you guys think? I mean, I thought it was pretty good. Like, I did like it. And it's unique since, you know, who the hell's using DPS Hanya? And it wasn't hard carried by the Eidolons. Or it wasn't hard carried by any Eidolons because there were none.
I think that's a solid 8.5.
I think so. That's a pretty good 8.5. Oh, I accidentally wrote over the last score. Whoops. Then chat. Wow, a 9. Damn. Okay, that's a 9. Alright, so this was Emmy's entry. This is an insane amount of cost. Like an unbelievable amount of cost. However, 0 cycling with level 0 relics. Yep, those are in fact all level 0. What are we doing here, genuinely?
How does she always cook up the most cursed things but makes them work?
Like, this is one of the stupidest things I think I've ever seen in my life, and yet we're like, it's gonna work. And that's the upsetting bit. This is what happens when whales get bored. Also, the
Leave
Fine
that
On
in
song
there.
is in the background at 3 times speed. I'm crying.
I'm pretty. What was this? Haha is also free Nova Flare, right? I think.
I think that, yeah, wait, because this is Yan Qing, so this was before the Nova Flares, I think. Jesus Christ. Hype song, but this is unlistenable. I apologize. I'll not turn that off.
I feel like I'm back in 2010 with like the early Nightcore edit. I'm showing my age by saying that, but
This is so damn dumb. This is fucking 400k Cypher alt, man.
I know it's high cost, but that's not a conventional team comp. It's before the Nova Flare, I'm pretty certain.
Yeah, I think it is. And it's also just the absurdity of the entire thing. Like, there is no way that cleared just level 0 relics. That's so silly.
How
far in are you?
It's gotta be like 9 at least.
Oh, is it not? I need to... What do we think, Joe? What do we think?
I feel like the cost is offset by the lack of relics.
The absurdity
I give
of
it a
not
9.
having relic. Okay, thank you, Cher.
Yep.
It's good. My big thing is just those are unbelievably powerful Eidolons to have. Like, that was E2 Robin, E1 Ho-Ho for the speed, and E2 Sparkle with E2 Cypher. And E2 Cypher is what really unlocks her damage potential, at least a little bit. Because it's like a huge vulnerability boost. I'm gonna give it 8.5. And then chat. Trying to average this out. If anybody else has any opinions to share, go ahead. But that's seeming like an 8.5 from chat. Alright. So now we've got 2 Tribby clears. So this one is, I believe... This is an E0 Tribby with Sparkle, and I think that's it. It's just 2 cost. I apologize that it is on 3 times speed, by the way, everybody, but, like, we've been here a while. I'm trying to help us get through this a little bit faster.
You've been here 3 hours, and how many more do you have left?
Like 6.
Oh, add my one that I just submitted to.
Oh my god.
Let him cook.
Let him cook. Alright, you know what? My brain is actually now struggling to process this. I can watch at 2x speed. 3x is a lot. So now, breaking the swords, we're getting the Tribby ult up. 400,000 damage is insane. I mean, obviously there's 5 targets, but that's still a lot.
The nuclear toddler strikes again.
Literally. And there we go. Yep.
DD as well.
And then this is E0 Tribby, and this is E0 Sparkle.
I'm surprised this isn't E1, which
Unless I'm
is actually
forgetting.
pretty crazy.
Yep, no. So no limited Eidolons on that.
2 cost.
2 cost.
Pretty good.
Cleared Yan Qing. I think that was a 0. I'm forgetting. Yeah, it was a 0.
Yeah.
So let me pull up the thing. Chat, what do we think? Let's score this. What do you guys think? Having to write down this name is crazy. For 2 cost, I am honestly pretty impressed. Okay, Chad is
Yeah.
not. Holy shit.
Trippy is like so like,
0.
insane.
God damn it. Sorry, what's up, Anarchy?
I like Kirby is just so good, and Sparkle's Nova Flare just amplifies that by 100.
The sparkle buff on Tribute, yeah, it's a little. It is definitely a lot. I think. It's a 0 though. I am impressed by that. I think I'm gonna give it a. I'm gonna say 8.5.
Yeah, I'll say 8. I think the Nuclear Toddler and Sparkle is like a lot, but it's still crazy.
That's fair. All right, next up, another Tribby run. So this is E1S1 Tribby, with then RMC, Tingyun, and Serval. So this one is interesting. So this is pass key Serval 167, and it's Eagle, I think. Yeah, that's Eagle Serval. So
That passed me as well.
yeah, so for this entry, the plan was apparently to essentially make it that Tribby was Herda, like Tribby was the Herda, and Serval is there to spam energy to get the fucking follow-ups off for Tribby, and to generate more energy for her. Which is deranged.
That is a choice. That is certainly a choice.
I kinda respect making Tribby the Herda. It's pretty funny.
She's probably less bricked.
Crazy. You're not wrong. Also,
I'm sorry to say.
wow, that fucking murder, Jesus. I want to see, how much energy does that give? What the fuck is that? Oh no, the RMC ult. Why did they give
Yeah, this
attack
is-
buff to Tribby? Tingyun is just there to give energy. That's it. Tingyun is there to just fully refresh the ult, which is hilarious. Like, it's so silly. Oh my god, wait, that killed. What the fuck? Wait, that went so fast. Holy. That went so fast right at the end. From 17% that killed. Holy shit. I didn't know you streamed. Hey, welcome in.
I love the title as well.
I will say the title is peak. Child commits with nuclear war supervised by adults. So keep in mind, one adult is dead, one adult is, you know what, Serval's a proper adult. And then one is the Trailblazer. Alright, chat, you guys give your opinions. I think it's really funny. I enjoy the idea of having Serval there purely as an ult spammer for Tribby follow-ups.
Yeah, it's insane.
And it's like, I don't think it would have worked quite as well without the additional damage from, like, the cone or E1 or whatever. That does hurt it a little bit, but I do find, I really like the concept here. And especially, hold on, because I saw this also. Like, Tingyun is also just on Eagle, and the Tingyun attack is pretty low. I think the goal was just to have Tingyun be there as the energy battery.
Yeah, and Serval using a 3-star cone. I mean, admittedly, it's still a pretty solid cone for a 3-star.
Yeah.
Mm,
I mean, I like it. What are you
I
feeling?
like it. Yeah, I think 8. I like the philosophy of it. I like the let's make Tribby the Herta.
I like the thought behind it. I'm gonna give it an 8.5. Then, that's like an 8. Okay. Okay. So this was a Yao Guang Elation MC run on Sparksicon. So that's a pretty ideal scenario. What I find interesting is that they essentially made it. Su Shang is in the title. Su Shang doesn't contribute much. Su Shang is there as a breaker specifically.
This boss as well is another example of evil.
Yeah, this boss is fucking miserable without... what's it called? This boss is miserable without, like, elation or break.
Mm.
So then we're doing the elation skill repeat. It's already pretty good damage overall.
Yeah.
Then there goes. And then Su Shang goes again to break.
That was a really quick break.
Right? Su Shang did an insane amount of toughness. Like, Su Shang is just there to break, essentially. Because her damage is very minimal, but she's moving so fast.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Then we're deciding what to do. Damn.
Yeah, I think that was a smart move, using the ult on themselves.
Yeah, genuinely, that was extremely wise, because otherwise you would have had such a bad scenario.
That 5% was such a shame. We could have...
Right. Then we got another elation skill coming out. And then Su Shang goes again. And then it's just a break again. Also doing a double elation skill on the Trailblazer. Oh, it's because it did not matter.
Wow.
So that was 3905.
Yeah, that's kind of... that... Hello? The EMC build? Wait.
Hold on, let me go back. Wait, hold on. There we go.
Hello?
68, 237, 140 speed. Built to be a proper DPS.
Ridiculous numbers. I like this, like, quite a lot. I like the, literally, the only cost is Yao, but
Yep.
again, it's the elation shield environment.
It's the elation shield environment. It kind of lowers the clear a little bit, but then I enjoy the fact that they use Su Shang as a breaker, and she did do that role incredibly well and saved a lot of time.
Yeah, she very much, without her there, I feel like you would have lost a lot of AV. Her breaks was, like, so quick.
Exactly. So I'm bouncing back to, like, probably an 8, I think is where I'm at.
Yeah, I think 8.5. I think that actually it's like kind of quite impressive, and the balancing of it between making sure the right buffs are up at the right time, and there was some bad luck in there as well.
Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with this run. Okay, and then we'll say an 8.5 from chat. Yeah, 8.5. All right.
10.
Jesus Christ. Okay, actually, we're saving this one for the end. Hold on. I'm skipping dragons for now. We're saving that one for the end.
I'm scared.
So this is literally just E2 S1 Dahlia with Bronya Tingyun HMC versus Sparksicon. And I believe this is a sub 200 AV clear. So I will say, this is also an archetype that works extremely well against SparksCon, but it is also not the ideal one, and it's just Dahlia.
Yeah, it's kind of jank.
Like, this is kind of broke boy behavior, and I fuck with it.
I pulled Dahlia building pity, and now I need a team.
I built Dahlia without a plan. Look at me now. Dragon, we'll come back to yours, Dragon. Don't worry. I'm saving it for last because it's funny. Then that kills. Yep. 38-16.
Ooh.
And again, it's all of the cost is Dahlia. I will fully admit, upon looking at the Su Shong one with Elation, they're very similar. I just think I found the Su Shong one a bit funnier. I kind of like the plan behind it more. I thought it was better execution.
And E2 Dahlia is like
Crack.
I don't even. Yeah, but like times 10. She is so broken.
Yeah, so just for that, it feels a little harsh, but just for that, I'm probably gonna put it at like a 7.
Yeah, there was more cost, more AV used.
Yeah.
I know it doesn't play into the mechanics as well, but yeah, that last room was very impressive.
So I think, yeah, there we go. All right, still a decent score, but all right, we got these ones left. God, these are all kind of long, and then we still have dragons. So this is Darren's run. This is E4 Welt with Hanya and Sparkle. Oh, and Robin. I completely forgot about her. Oh, whoops.
She's not that washed.
My apologies. My bad. My bad.
She might be free, but she still has some.
She still got a little bit of sauce, just a little bit. Let's see here. Okay. Welt is a sub DPS and support here. Yeah, okay, buddy.
Welt is whatever you would call the opposite of a potential man. He has
Welt,
the potential.
Welt is like Welt's potential has been reached. He's back to his former glory.
He can fill all 3 roles very comfortably.
And then I imagine this is going to clear this cycle. Oh my god, that did 30% of his health. Jesus.
Whoa.
And that's dead.
Wow.
216%. That's Hanya with Robin Light Cone. So that's 1, 2, 3. Like 3 costs. Because is there Eidolons? I don't think there was, right? 4 cost.
Oh, yeah, you're responsible.
And then E4 Welt. 5 cost, actually. That was a fucking... oh my god. That was a Robin Eidolon too. Definitely a little high, as well as the E4 Welt. I do like the Hanya clear.
I do, but I just... Welt is now, like, too good. He enables so much. He's so overtuned.
He is so unbelievably powerful. I think I'm gonna give it maybe 7.5?
Yeah, that's about where I'm landing as well.
Okay. 7.5, and that seems like a 7 from chat. Small question. I changed my submission, and the initial one you saw on stream. Are edits visible to you? Yeah, I went through it. I went through and checked for edits a while ago. Don't worry, I did in fact go over every single entry as long as it was submitted before I started stream today. Including the fucker who rickrolled me. Motherfucker. Alright, we're gonna put this one on 3 times speed again. This is from the YouTuber Axe. Axe read the rules and purposely did MOC 11.
Your relation.
God damn it, Axe. So, this is... Someone rickrolled you? Yes, somebody did in fact rickroll me in the entries. So, this is EMC, Boot Hill, Black Swan, and March 7th. I don't know what the fucking rationale here for this entire team was.
Things are happening.
I don't know what the plan here was. But I'm so curious watching it back.
5k old. That's insane.
Literally. And March is literally doing nothing.
March is here for moral support, and that seems to be about it.
Boot Hill did 5,000 damage on his skill, by the way. And then on the break, he did a little bit more. 5,000 damage! This looks like random bullshit go.
Yeah.
Also, I think the global passive goes off during this as well.
I mean, I can't say I'm shocked. March tried her best.
I'm like so curious on what the plan here was. The more I look at this team, I don't get it.
Yeah, it's like, you know these images where it's like the more you look, the worse it gets.
Yeah. And it's like, for a team with absolutely no rhyme or reason, it could be doing way worse.
I would have loved to have been in the room with the person when they were like cooking this up.
The thought
This looks
process.
like how my teams go.
Yeah, like the thought process behind this must have been beautiful to go through. Which global passive?
What
I'm
if
pretty
this
sure
is just their favourite
Cassie's.
characters? What if this is just their 4 favourite characters? Come on.
No, their favorite
That is
character is Jing Liu.
Okay. Maybe it's their 4 least favourite characters.
That would be crazy. If that's the case, I'm fighting Axe. Yeah, this
Maybe
is a...
slot 4 is the friends we made along the way, you know? How in Genshin we always have slot 4 as the pretty look-like character. They
Oh
don't
my...
work for the
That's
team,
just you! Also, okay, I apologize. I got the rung wrong. It was not the one that triggered global passive. That was somebody else.
Insane slander.
My apologies, Axe. So yeah. That was a thing that happened. Also, that was E1 EMC, by the way. Axe, play the damn game.
Please. That's crazy. Create content on the game and you don't play it.
Couldn't be me. Haha.
It couldn't be me.
Anyway, so that was 3 costs. Or that was 2 cost, 5 cycle on the wrong MOC boss.
It can have an honorable 7. You can get a participation award. That's my...
Nah, I don't have cast. Sorry, I'm a tourist. Hi, Axe. Kekvin's run triggered Silverwolf 999's pass it. Oh, you're right. That's yeah, you're right. There was another one that had something trigger as well. Yeah,
No, wait,
that's
Silverwolf has a global... What's her global?
the new Silverwolf has a global passive. Yeah.
What is it?
I'll explain it in a second. Chat, what do we think for Axe's run of the wrong MOC level with that team? The fact that that somehow cleared efficiently on harder content with lobotomized boot hill. I'm giving it an 8 at minimum. Because that made no damn sense.
They lobotomized my husband.
Real! Alright, that's a 7 from chat. Anarchy, where are you at?
I'll give it an honorable 7. It's the pure scuffing.
Honorable 7. Congratulations, Axe. You got a decent score. You're in like the middle of the pack. I can't beat a Venturine ass team. I think that team, if you had that might be able to beat a Venturine.
Free nerf Venturine. Crazy.
Oh my god. Hell yeah, Axe. Alright. So we've got 2 more long ones. Hold on. I'm gonna let this one play at normal speed for a second.
I'm scared.
What trailblazing meant to me.
There we go. Let's just enjoy.
It has taken on thousands of wills and thousands of forms. To trailblaze is to be with those who save themselves. It is to be with all living things. And to be with you. No matter the ebb and flow of
Listen to the yaoi chat.
in the face of tempestuous seas. In the name of trailblazing.
Is this music
I will
copyrighted?
guard your way forward.
We'll find out the fun way.
Calamity undone lands beneath me. What remains is permanence.
Is that Don Hung's yearning monologue? Yes, it is.
I mean, fair play to him. Absolute cook.
And then they start playing the Don Hung trailer. Alright, now we're gonna skip ahead a little bit. This run manages to clear Hule. Oh my god. Mem, no! Mem, wake up. And that killed. 5 cycles left on that, chat. 5 cycles left on that. With DHPT, I think it's DHPT with light cone. Hold on, let me see if I can see it. Yeah, it's DHPT with light cone and that's it. Oh my god, that's funny, man.
That was pretty. The amount of time that must have taken to put that in there as well.
That is actually so peak.
And to get the permanence line as Don Hung does his ult, cinema. Absolute cinema.
Oh my god. Alright, chat, so what do we think of that run? It was 2 cost, 5 cycle Hule, with maximum yearning.
Can we appreciate the title as well?
My OTP Don K plus 2 supportive lesbians gradually stab a huge werewolf to death.
Apparently there's something at the end as well.
August, you get a like for that. Bruh! What the fuck?
8.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it an 8 for the yaoi.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Oh my god.
Perfect 10.
Plus, that was a good run at all, honestly. Like, that wasn't bad at all. Keep playing. What?
10.
Oh my god. Chat, we're in chat. Don't give it a 10 just for yaoi.
This is your creative build. This is creative.
Cinema.
Alright. I'm gonna say that's a 9 from chat. Alright, we've got 2 more to go through. So this is lobotomized Ashvale and Fei Xiao with main DPS Robin. Oh my god, this is 8 minutes. Alright, politely I'm skipping halfway through. It's still a 10 for me. Do not put Yaoi in your entire video, please. I'm begging.
No, it only works once. You need to be even more creative.
Yeah, that's
next
the
time.
thing. This worked once because it was so unexpected.
So next time I'm going to expect Yuri.
Oh my god.
I expect both.
Ashvale's damage is so miserable.
Maybe if it's Minecraft Yaoi, we can give you a 10.
Oh my god, no.
No, he's onto something. Hang on.
No.
Hang on a minute.
Check the Fei Xiao ults when it comes up. It does so fucking little. That Fei Xiao ult barely got to 78k. Oh god. And you made sure to use the wrong hits of Fei Xiao ult. That's elite. Robin is doing God's work against this fuck-ass wolf, bro. He's at 1%. Somebody sneeze on him. Yeah, that's a bit
You
of
could
a
say the same
sneeze.
thing about Ashvale. He dies.
Alright, so that was Robin. That E1 Robin, I can't remember. That's Robin. Ashvale on the wrong cone, by the way, which is funny.
Diabolical. He's not even got a full set of relics. Hello.
Diabolical, by the way.
How did he live?
How did any of these characters survive this?
I love my premium 5-star with less than 4-star stats. This is insane.
Oh, so that was like 4 cost. 4 cost 2 cycle on Hule. With main DPS Robin.
That's insane.
I do think the other main DPS Robin one was a little bit more impressive, but that's still like, I think that's an 8.5 for sure.
Yeah, it's a very different team comp.
Yeah.
Again, it's still quite impressive. So yeah, 8.5 seems completely fair.
Chat, what
I
do we
agree, too.
think? What do we think here? 8, 7.5, 8, 8.5. Okay, we're gonna give it a strong 8. I keep hitting the emoji button on my phone. Whoops. And here it is.
A
I'm
strong
scared.
pensive. What is this?
This is a real conversation that happened in the server.
Ava cameo.
Me when I pour water on him, referring to Boot Hill. That's so rude. Also, he's waterproof. I've tested him.
Oh my god.
This was me announcing the contest. Dragon excited about Clara, and then I banned Clara.
Damn.
So then Dragon's looking around. I banned Firefly. And then Dragon proceeds to quickly build the team. Wait, hold on. Make it under 15 minutes and I will give you a bonus point. And this is 12 minutes. I need to get to one specific part. It's coming up relatively soon. Also, Dragon put this music in the... Hold on, hold on. Dragon put this in the background. What the fuck?
I
I'm thoroughly entertained.
Okay.
I
By the way, for reference, everybody, Archer's skill went from 161 damage to 22,000. Dragon let the entire Archer alt dialogue play. Let me just hold on. Just let me just give it a second. He literally lets the whole thing play. By the way, Dragon does this every single time. Every single Archer ult, by the way.
This mission feels a bit pathetic now.
This is so funny. Alright, anyway, back to the actual run. Gonna skip ahead a little bit here. So we're on Hule now.
why does Archer have 205 HP?
Cause he's level 1! Archer literally is level 1 with a level 1 like he's letting it play again. Archer ult did 31,000 damage, by the way. Yeah, so
This music.
technically we banned Archer. And then Dragon said, what if I do level 1 Archer with a level 1 code?
Archer is not doing damage.
Yeah, Archer does not count as the DPS. If you guys ever wanted to make sure your Robin main DPS was doing the Robin main DPS, this is how you do it, I guess.
How many cycles is this?
For reference, Archer did 781 damage there. Is the cone not level 1?
No.
Doesn't the cone give at least 1,000 HP? That can't be right.
This is actually, like, insane.
What level's the code? Also, Dragon put an image for everything Archer says on the screen. What the fuck is this?
11.
That cleared in 3 cycles. Also, I'm realizing, no, he's not wearing a cone. I think this is E1. Okay, so there's 2 cost on Robin. Archer feels like a minus a cost. Archer didn't have a light cone.
No light cone, no relics.
And then dhpt without a light cone. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4 cost. A 4 cost 3 cycle with a level 1 no light cone Archer.
Look,
I'm gonna I want to do the scoring first before I play more of the video because the rest of the video is really funny. So I'm not gonna let that influence us. Like, so here's the thing. In terms of how impressive the run was, 4 cost 3 cycles, not bad. It's not bad at all. And this is a team that hits a lot to activate a lot of Robin's attacks. The biggest thing is, you have Archer on the team who was such a negative in terms of damage output. And they used level 1 Archer as a driver for Robin.
If we're being like literally matter of fact, purely the clear, I think it's definitely a 9, like at least. level 1 archer, no relics, no nothing. The fact he didn't die is unbelievable.
200 HP.
If we're 10 out of 10 for the literally effort.
The effort that went into this is a 10.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, absolute cinema.
Oh, fuck, I did say I'd give him a bonus point too. Shit.
And
He
you
was
can put
up
it in
for 15 minutes while still full sending every ult.
That's so crazy.
just
Chat, okay, chat, what do you guys think? Be objective. What score does this deserve? Be honest with me.
Remove all the funny editing from your mind and just think of the clear.
Just try and be honest. What score does this deserve purely for the clear? It's 4 cost, 3 cycle. It does feature level 1 archer with no light cone.
That's got to be worth something. Like no one else did that. Like no one else did do a level 1 character with nothing.
Well, chat has spoken. That's a 9 from you, a 9 from chat, and I said I would give him a bonus point. So that's a 9.5 from me. Dragon is currently winning, I think.
Hey, you've still got mine to get through.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, hold on. Let me play the rest of the video. And then Dragon just flexes on us.
This is actually elite ball knowledge. This is actually a human dragon.
This is so funny.
This is just Dragon in his element.
I've never.
And then Dragon plugs my sponsor.
Beautiful.
I have never met anyone who has got such aura
as Dragon. Alright.
I pinged them and I was like, what crack are you smoking? Can I have some?
Give me 1 second, chat, so I can pull this up.
Oh.
Bubble, did you actually submit it through the form?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Give me 1 second.
It also told you like what massive bit you can skip.
Oh my god. Alright, give me 1 second.
I'm too lazy to edit it. Also, make sure to mute it because otherwise you're talking.
No problem. Why did 5 people submit entries after the timer closed? Or no, wait. No, okay. It was only 2 people. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
What the fuck is... Okay, there we go.
I put the direct link to my recording.
He spoke to me about this before.
Pretty decent. Look. Alright, chat. We got another clear. Alright, so we see this is
Is it on stream? Yes.
Yeah, it is. Alright, chat, so we see this is a DPS sparkle clear. You know, we've only seen we only saw 1 of these today from Kevin, so it's nice to get some more representation going.
Especially a more relatable representation.
Yeah, because, you know, Kevin's was E6. That's definitely a bit different. It's nice to get some nice, normal, quality sparkle in the building for everybody to enjoy. And it's like, you know, we're seeing a lot of good gameplay here. We see the sparkle ult coming through. Got some dance on that. Pretty nice, pretty nice.
What the...
He has these energy rotations down to a fine art.
Yeah, the action advancing here is going crazy. Like, we see Himiko as well, basically just being a support for Sparkle. Don't know how they did that, but that's pretty nice. I'm pretty impressed so far. What do you think?
I think this is like incredibly relatable clear. I think.
Yeah,
absolutely.
absolutely.
Especially to max score as well, like low cost, absolute cinema.
Absolutely beautiful. Amazing
Getting
chat.
to the very end has all the relics. If you skip the 18-minute bit in the middle.
All
Whoa,
right.
there we go.
So then we see the relics here. We got signature light cone. That's pretty good. Traces maxed out as they should be, you know.
Mhm.
Tingyun users, take notes. Take notes.
Beautiful.
I can't anymore.
Hey, Chris, that bit that I asked you to skip out was me being beaten up by Elijah and dying.
That
Losing a run.
I just want to tell you all that joke has been planned for a month. That joke has been in planning for a month.
Oh,
All right. Fuck. Well, that is all of the runs. So, chat, we're gonna have to do some voting here, unfortunately. We are going to have to do some voting, because there are quite a few that are all
Dragon
very
wins.
close to each other. Dragon wins. Alright, so, I'm gonna pull up a bunch of the top entries. Okay, I see. So, I'm gonna pull up the top 4 entries that were all incredibly close. And then we are going to take a vote on who should win. So to no one's surprise, Dragon's entry is going up top. So we've got Dragon's entry. We have... Let me control shift this. We have Luca's entry with Hyasin super speed. Give me a second here. We've got, I believe, Ancient Chaos with the gaze versus Kafka. And then we've got, where is it? It is Haku's entry of the RMC 0 cause 0 cycle MOC 10. These are all within 1 to half a point of each other. So I'm going to quickly set up a poll. Real quick.
Where can I vote? I'm gonna read it.
Oh my god. So
what were the scores for the 4?
okay, no, Dragon was not Dragons was not 10-9-9.
It was 10, 11, 10.
It was 9.5, 9 and 9, 9, 9 and 9, 9, 9 and 9, 9, 9, 8.5.
Crazy.
So incredibly close, and it's been a while since we've seen all these, so I'm gonna check it over one more time. So, in order, if you like Dragon's entry, hit 1. If you like the Hyacin one, hit 2. If you like the RMC entry, hit 3. And if you like the Gaze versus Kafka, hit 4. We're gonna start poll. And there you go. On Twitch, I think I can... How the fuck do I do a poll again?
Yeah, it's working and stuff.
How do I rig one and not get you banned?
Insane.
Didn't you also have prizes for second place, or was it just first place prize?
We're gonna figure that out depending on how much money I made within the last... Seriously, how the fuck do I set up a poll on Twitch? I actually don't know. Guys, I'm bad at my job.
Just wait, I'm going to go have a look. Pulling up your Twitch.
Saving the day as always.
I feel like if I check this poll, it's gonna be very different. Yeah, okay, so, you know what? I don't think I need to. I don't think I need to poll Twitch chat, honestly. That's a That's a pretty definitive lead. Well, in that case, I got great news. Dragon, are you still here? Yep, that's... Oh my god. Level 1 archer wins.
I love this democracy.
Oh my god, bro, that's crazy. Congratulations, Dragon. I'll text you about your reward soon. Very well done. So, after that, coming in second place was option number 3, which was RMC 0 cost 0 cycle MOC 10.
Wow.
That gets second place. Last but not least is third place. That was actually a perfect tie.
Cinema.
That was actually a perfect tie. They're both at 8%. So, let me, hold on. It says just type /poll. It doesn't do anything. What the hell? Oh, there we go. Alright, so now let me check with Twitch. Sorry, guys. Setting up polls is hard. Alright, so who gets third between the Hyasin entry or the gays? I don't know why that's so funny. We are not allowing additional votes. Alright, I'm going to set it up on Twitch to go right now. Alright, and then YouTube, we're going to do another poll. Who gets third? You know, I'm just saying, guys. Keep in mind when Pride Month is. No, I'm playing. I actually think that Hyasin entry was incredibly creative. I really like that entry. Let's see. Alright, we're getting the entry going. I don't know what I expected from you bunch of yaoi-loving freaks. I don't know what I expected.
We know, but come on.
Oh my goodness. Yep. And alright, I think we're good to call it. So that means that third place is the gays versus Kafka. Wow.
Why do we let Dragon continue to participate?
I don't know, but
Cinema.
it's pretty funny.
It was worth it.
Loving yaoi does not make us freaks. Yaoi is normal. That's so fair.
Do you think we can DM Dragon one day randomly? Like, I'm gonna put a new competition out and then only make it for him to see what he comes up with.
Are we just gonna gaslight Dragon?
See what he comes up with. Get a funny video
my
out of it,
God.
and then like do it game changer style where they have only one person doing a challenge, but they tell them that everyone's doing it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we're all submitting entries.
The psychological manipulation on the Chris channel today is going crazy. All right. Well, in that case, so I'm going to need to go check over. I know who Ancient Chaos is, and I know who Dragon is. I need to go check over who Haku is. I need to go make sure I know who that is. But, yeah. All right, then. I'm trying to remember. Is there anything... You know what, Anarchy, I'll ask you, did you have a favorite run that stood out for you? That wasn't one of the winning ones?
Yeah, the Robin run with Sunday RMC and Bronya.
A Robin run with Sunday Art. Wait, oh my god, where was that one? It was, wait, it was RMC, so I think it was down here? Oh, this one?
Yeah, that was insane. I think that was, like, real. I loved this. I think it was really good. It was really creative, and there was so much, like, game knowledge being used. I think it was really good.
That's absolutely fair. Alright. I don't know if this one's gonna get a prize for sure. It depends on if I can get something out of my sponsor. But either way, we'll put this up here. All right, there we go. Well, we're done, chat. We did it. I'm gonna go eat. I'm hungry. Oh my god. But anyway, let me put on the little blocker here. Thank you all so much for showing up today. Appreciate it. This was a lot of fun. It took a while, but I think it went pretty well. We had a lot of really quality and fun entries. Thank you, Anarchy, for stepping in to be a judge, because literally everybody I know did in fact cancel or was already busy, so that was very unfortunate. Really appreciate it.
I appreciated it. This was a lot of fun.
Oh my god. And yeah. Chad, I'm gonna be honest with you. Now that we're done with this event, I'm probably not streaming for the next 2 weeks. I'm so tired. I'm actually so burned out. This has consumed my life for like the last month. I need to take a break. All right. Well, once again, thank you all for showing up. Appreciate y'all. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.